and we're live over here.
Hi.
And now, yeah, that's the way we want to do this. And we'll go live on both systems here.
Over there.
And now, so we are live on both Facebook and YouTube. And the way that we're seeing it right now, for those of you who can't see our big board up here, is so YouTube is showing a reverse. So all these banners are backwards. Facebook is showing perfectly normal. So what we're looking at 6 of us right now. So it's Keith, then myself, then Rodriguez again, then myself, then Keith. And that's how we roll. That's how we do things.
They call me the bookend.
You are the bookend. I'm the book. I'm just a book.
Not just the book.
And we're gonna put it in the books here.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was good.
No.
All right, fine. All right, so now we are going, we're live everywhere we're going to be. We are recording out on Spreaker. And again, for those of you who are joining us on video, I am Steve. Rodriguez over here to my right.
Rodriguez.
Keith over here to my left.
Yo.
We are brought to you by CineSportsTalk and the 27-ounce baseball show. You can find...
Being frank.
You can find us on either network, CineSportsTalk Radio Network, along with a whole host of other shows. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, wherever you listen to your favorite shows, whether it be shows or podcasts, whatever you want to call them these days. But you can find us there. Facebook, you've already found us because you're watching us. YouTube, you found us because you're watching us. Twitter, at the PIITV show.
Getting there.
Instagram, same deal. Facebook, just in case you're watching this later, the Put in the Book Show by CineSportsTalk. Facebook fan page, the Put It in the Book Show. And on YouTube and Snapchat at CineSportsTalk.
We're everywhere, man. We're like dog shit in New York.
That's a lot.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you be careful when it snows. You have no idea what you're stepping in.
No.
Oh, no. How's it going over there?
It's going fantastically well.
So the only thing that we got to do right now is when we share is we got to share it out to Twitter. Because Twitter, for the moment, can't record on what we're doing right now.
They need to get this stuff together.
They're being a real pain. It's like a mirror image right now is what we're looking at.
Are we?
Yes.
Who's that?
Who dat? All right. So what are we going to talk about today? We got
everything.
Conforto finding his swing.
The charlatan.
We have an update on the first base battle.
Ooh.
What's going on over there?
Nice.
Do we have a bunch of youngsters coming up north?
I think we do.
Does Matz, Steven, need a minor league stint? We'll talk about that. Might be a little controversial there. A little controversy in that talk. Everybody say hi to Kevin McReynolds. Please do me a favor.
K-Mac.
Say hi.
K-Mac.
That's K-Mac. I can't put it out there.
Well, actually, you can put him right there.
One of the best left fielders in Mets history.
Oh.
Kevin McReynolds.
Kevin.
One of. We chose him as the best on this show.
They're right there, Kevin.
Get out of here.
Left fielder.
Left field.
Very nice.
Darno or Mesoroco? Whose decision is it? We'll talk through that.
I like it. It's deGroms.
Do we have...
Just to lead into that and then step away real quick. Is it 26 or 25-man roster? When is that happening?
I believe that is for next year.
Okay. It's because that would factor into that conversation.
Yes, as well as the DH would factor into that conversation as well. But
you just call me a dickhead?
What just happened?
You dropped the coaster.
Did I? Here you go. Let me pick that up for you. Thanks. Pick it up.
Thanks.
That's what I was waiting for. Pick it up. You didn't say it. All right.
Pick it up.
Do we think that we have a defensive issue, or is it just working out the kinks in spring training? Cano looking like he has not aged a bit.
Don't you know?
But he probably will age, and we'll talk.
Wait. I'm gonna have to interrupt you real quick for that. Yeah,
he did it again.
Yeah, he did it again.
2 weeks in a row. You said
he did it again.
I like it. I like it a lot.
After basically threatening to kick the crap out of us for saying it.
Well, not that anything else weighed in my decision to start saying it, but the fact that he is killing it.
He said like 700 or something.
And when I went to Baseball Reference, his nickname is listed as "Don't You Know," I said,
No way.
yeah, I'll just have
come
to.
on.
I'll have to get over it.
So you're over. Are you over it then?
Yeah. Well, today, after my little moment of the week, which you guys will see later, it will help me to cleanse that skanky feeling of
Cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
Start off fresh.
You'll hear it later. You won't see it later because we're not there yet, but you'll hear it.
You'll see us while you hear it.
Yeah. You'll see our reaction. I had to cut you off the screen a little bit there so we can see the chat coming through on YouTube.
That's okay. You just cut me off. No problem. That's okay.
All right. We'll talk, as Keith said, moment of the week.
Works wonders for my
brought to you by
self-esteem.
Keith. Mets Crush Monday brought to you by MetsJunkies.com, and we'll get to that. And then, of course, one of our favorite segments of the show, our Game of Thrones update. From our boy Keith over
that
here.
was supposed to be a fuacata. That's one of my favorite segments.
Fuacata. Do we have a fuacata?
We always have a fuacata.
Okay, but you didn't send me anything today, so I didn't put it in the thing.
Because it's just normal. It's part of the show.
I didn't put it in the books.
Yeah, and honestly, even if I didn't have a fuacata, by the time we talk for 30 minutes, I'll figure out what the fuacata is.
He'll get riled up.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for sure. You'll pick up just a random fuacata. If you're watching us on Facebook, start hitting that like button if you like us. No, if not, then just stop watching.
If you don't, still like us. I don't care.
No, we don't really care. And if there's like us on YouTube also. Do what you got to do.
Everywhere. Captain America has joined.
If you're listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, all that good stuff, make sure you subscribe. Do it on YouTube also, but make sure you subscribe and like and rate us and all that good stuff, because you love us. That's all there is to it. And we're gonna jump right in. I didn't light up Shay today.
You did not light up Shay.
Put that in your books.
And smoke it. And smoke it.
Oh man, poor Shay.
Yeah.
Shay's dark anyway.
And read it.
It's a parking lot.
It is a parking lot now.
So where is the chat for JuiceTube?
It's right here.
Now we're all gonna be looking up at the thing. That the whole show is just gonna be looking up.
It's a lot better than us doing this.
Now it's which one is it?
This.
Which one it be? All right, let's jump in. Michael Conforto.
Yes,
the charlatan.
That's the man right there.
He's doing pretty damn well right now.
He found the swing. Next subject.
Pretty damn well.
It's a 5-minute show today. Let's keep it moving.
Yes.
Really?
No. Yes, maybe. Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Till next week. Have a good week, everybody.
He just dropped.
He dropped his microphone last week. He hesitated on dropping the mic because in his words, he said he paid for it, but he would drop my microphone.
I would, but if I dropped my mic, I'd make you pay for it. I don't know how. I'd figure it out. I'd steal your VCR and sell it on the avenue.
He's gonna protest. He's gonna protest sometime during the show, right?
Oh yeah,
he's gonna get upset, protest the show.
Keith sometimes continues on the show under protest.
Not true.
Not what?
Listen, if you say that again, I'm gonna finish the show under protest.
He has. In case you guys haven't watched some of our past shows, Keith has walked off.
He sure did.
He's.
Yep.
He gets very angry, and sometimes I get.
I don't get angry. I don't have anger issues, and I wish you wouldn't say that because it's gonna piss me off.
And he's especially even more angry after watching Game of Thrones this weekend.
Oh, I can't wait.
You feel like you could just squash a head or something? Don't, because Joe might be listening or watching.
Oh, Joe, yeah.
Holy crap, Joe watched part of our show last week.
And he was mad. Joey.
What was he mad about?
I hope this is better for you, bud. He was mad because we had an issue last week with YouTube.
Well,
now he's probably going to watch us today.
You know what we're going to do, right? We're going to tag Joe.
Oh, Joey.
You're it.
Watch us. You're it.
Can we do that over here?
Well, you know what? He is our official photographer.
He is.
So it's not like he should be watching the show.
There he is. Let's go ahead.
Tag him before he goes to sleep.
Before you start snoring, like 90. Joe.
He goes to sleep at 7.
We tagged him. We're on. We have 0 issues here.
Oh, why did he say that?
Oh, jinx. The jinx. Sorry. All right, let's get to
Murphy's Law.
So Michael Conforto.
Thank you so much for reeling us back in. No, why won't he do that? Do you remember what we did? So actually, we need to mention this.
Do we?
We've now been on the air in some way. Joe joined.
Uh-oh.
In some way, shape, or form for a little bit over a year now. So cheers to that. We will. This you can do, right?
Oh,
This-
I
apple
like
juice,
drinking cranberry juice all the time.
And, Keith, as always, iced tea.
Mhm.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah, Joe, we're everything's working out crystal clear, perfect out there.
Can we pin Joe's comment? I want to pin it.
Pin.
I don't know what that means.
Pin it.
I just want
But that means you pin it to the top, and everybody who you know what else is working very smoothly this weekend.
What?
Forgive us if we're talking a lot about the tech stuff, but last week when we were live on Facebook, I had to continuously scroll to get the new comments.
Yes.
So don't touch
And now
anything.
I'm
Yes.
not touching a thing.
Yes.
So yeah, Conforto. I think
Kid Conforto.
he started a little rough, right? We talked about this, I think, last show or the show before.
You wanted to take his name away, and we
Mhm.
said no, not yet.
But he looks like he's finding his swing. I mean, he hit a nice shot.
Dude.
I didn't see today's homer, but I was at the park of Palm Beach Park, Fit
Okay.
Team Park, whatever it is. where
Fit
the
Team
Nationals
Park.
He had a
Yeah.
shot
play.
today.
He hit a nice shot, and then today I got the alert that he hit another shot. So it looks like he's finding his swing. I think he's good for 30+ homers. You know,
Dude, I want him to hit over 300.
I've said-
I don't care about the homers.
My
He hits over
prediction, what was it?
300, we kill.
you
This
know.
was my prediction for this guy.
What's your prediction?
Oh, I'll take that in a hot minute.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's $30 million worth.
You'll find out. And you'll find out that prediction next week when we give our predictions.
Next week, right here on the Put in the Book show.
Boom.
Cheap pop all around. Everybody's cheering. All right.
It's a party
You
in
know-
your head, huh?
You know what I forgot to put onto the agenda here today
Go on.
was this here. So guess who showed up to camp today?
Let's put this.
No.
Nope.
Oh, a
You know?
lighter?
I know.
You do know.
I do.
A
know.
lighter?
Up there, top left. Oh yeah.
Captain.
The captain.
The captain.
Let's take a listen
Wow.
to what the captain had to say today. Because I made sure to hold on to this so that we
Come
can
on, Captain.
listen to it.
Talk to us.
I might want to hit play first.
No, don't.
Okay, that helps.
We have an ad.
This is
The production values
this
are
is live.
excellent on this show.
This is what the fun of realness is. You know, we.
Is it fun for us? Got to be fun for everybody. I
I
hope.
don't know. It's fun for me. If you guys aren't having fun, it's too bad for you.
It's weird. I was talking to Al and Johnny in there, and it's for them. They don't have much of a personal connection with a lot of the players, but I've played with a lot of these guys. Good friends with a lot of these guys, so it's a little strange. Putting on a different uniform. That was the biggest decision I had to make today. I was like, what do I wear? I'm so used to just coming in and changing the uniform. So it's pretty neat being on the other side and being involved in some of the discussions that are going on, and pretty cool to be around the game, that's for sure. Brody's been really great to me, kind of keeping me involved, asking some questions here and there, which he doesn't have to. He's got things pretty well figured out, but to call and lean on me on a couple things, makes me feel good. Keeps me involved, and he certainly doesn't have to do that. So to keep a player's perspective like that, hopefully will be good for the organization, because I do think that there's at least a little value in what I can bring to the table.
The captain has arrived, and he is yeah.
What's he going to be doing? He'll be walking around.
Well, you see,
talking?
his biggest issue is what to wear in the morning, because he's just used to coming in and putting
Wearing
the
Mets
uniform
stuff?
on. Yeah.
I think how awesome is it now that we have Captain David Wright and Al Leiter and Johnny Franco in the office helping to make baseball decisions for the team. I mean, these guys have either all have winning personalities, or all have Mets running through their blood, so their best interest is in the team. Like, they have such a perspective that other people don't, and their intelligence, their experience being added to the front office. How amazing is that?
Que
Finally, the
inteligente.
Mets, finally the Mets are getting it right. And
So
adding
it's a
this type of
very
dynamic.
good move.
Oh, they're
Plus,
getting it right, huh?
plus they met homers. Leiter grew up as a Met fan.
Yep,
Franco's a Met fan.
Brooklyn boy.
Brooklyn boy. So yeah, it's good
And
to
I
bring
think,
those guys in.
Tidewater Tides is where David Wright grew up, right? That's how
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Virginia, the
Yeah.
old days.
Yep.
Norfolk.
For those of you
Norfolk.
old school Met fans who remember Tidewater Tides. If not, it was our AAA team, I believe, right? Before they moved, or AA, AAA, AA before they moved down to.
That was AAA.
Quick story was at the game on Friday with a couple of the guys that have been doing this for 18 years, going to the game and stuff like that. Actually, Mulvey Hill is one of them.
Joey.
And we went and happened to walk by John Franco.
Oh,
And you know how close we were to John Franco?
that close. Oh, really?
This close.
And what happened?
A certain Joe Mulvey Hill panicked,
Oh no.
flipped out, and said, I can't talk to him. I'm like, Joe, talk to him. I can't,
Joe.
I can't do it.
All right, Joe, don't. That's not a bad thing. When we went to the company thing at the stadium and Fred Wilpon walked in, Steve was standing next to him. All of us froze. Farace goes and points at Wilpon with his mouth open and looks at me with that look in his eyes of take a damn picture. And I just stared at him like,
There's a picture of that.
yes. Yes. So yeah, I get it. You know, it's
Standing next to a freaking billionaire over here. Take the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the second time he's done this. I had him with Ron Darling,
Oh.
and he
Steve.
did it with Ron Darling again.
That's
Joe
yes.
said I was holding 2 beers in my hand.
Well, come on.
Joe, fire up the excuse machine, Joe.
There it is. Yeah. Give us another one.
he said, look like a massive alcoholic. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My this is not a really important thing to say, but my 5th grade elementary school gym teacher was supposedly best buds with John Franco, and he kept on saying that he was going to have him come over.
Never came. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Can I just thank you for sharing that extremely non-important thing with me?
What's his name?
I didn't want to
call him
fist
out.
I
bump.
cannot remember his name. I'm trying
No?
to think of it right now.
I want a handshake for that.
If you went to PS 115
Where?
and you're around in
that's in
Brooklyn,
Canarsie.
in Canarsie,
Yeah.
in Brooklyn, and you're around 38 years old, who was the or older, because he was there for a long time, who was the gym teacher? Not the guy who used to spit constantly, but the
other guy.
the younger guy. My God,
the
there was
guy
a guy.
the
who was like-
liar.
There was a guy like what's up, Tim? Tim joined us. There was a guy who was like Sergeant Slaughter. You speak
Tim,
to him,
Tim.
and all he'd just spit in your face, no matter what he said. I'm like,
Oh,
"Ugh."
I
Did
know.
he have bad teeth? He probably
Yeah,
had bad teeth. Yeah.
Bad teeth, spit.
I know in
It's crazy.
IS
Oh,
125 that was Mr. Weiss,
Mr. Weiss.
but yeah. So no shame in that,
What's
Joe.
up to me?
That's especially when it's late on you. All of a sudden you got Johnny Franco next to you. He's like, I'm gonna. Like,
Dude.
what do you say? Like,
He's my size.
just Johnny
He's
Franco.
My size.
Yeah,
Literally
Johnny's
my
a little guy.
size. Might be even closer to Joe's size because he didn't even look that big. He froze again. We're gonna have to take him to fantasy camp, Mets fantasy camp and
Oh.
stuff. And we
Let's
gotta go.
Let's do
right?
it.
We gotta do
Joe,
it. We gotta
let's do
this.
it.
We bring Joe there. He'll shit his pants every day. He'll
Tim-
never be able to play.
Tim says IS 125 in the house.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you
Did you
remember Mr. Weiss, right, Tim?
They don't know IS down here. It's
They don't
middle
know.
school. IS for
Yeah, it
everybody
was-
else, it's intermediate
It was
school.
JHS, and then it became IS around the time when I started.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I went to IS 68.
I'm
That's
so
in,
much older.
Canarsie also.
My school was called junior high school.
Yeah, JHS. Yeah. Yeah. It turned to
Ditmas,
IS, I think, a year
Brooklyn,
or two before I
Flatbush.
went.
Yo.
Brooklyn. in the
Woodside,
house.
Queens in the
All right.
house.
Get out of here, Woodside.
Yeah, yeah, Brooklyn crap.
Cemetery.
All right, so the captain
That's right.
arrived.
We bury all you Brooklyn punks.
What side is just a cemetery?
Right, because we mow all you Brooklyn punks down.
We
and try to
move on you
stab.
fucking back down.
That's right.
Yeah, the queers from Queens.
Cavalry.
Sorry,
Call us what you want. When you
It's a
ask to be
choice.
kicked on the floor. You,
I don't have a problem with it. It's just an insult
Seinfeld.
from Brooklyn.
Tim, you hear
There's
these
nothing
people?
wrong with that.
You hear these punks?
Yeah.
Woodside. Mr. Mr. Canati.
Canadi.
Tim Skett Williams. He was our health ed teacher. Was it health ed? I forget. It was a health ed teacher, but I won't get too much into.
I think we're rambling again.
The guy used to bring sawed in half cats into the classroom and stuff like that.
Oh my god!
And we're junior high school kids, so we thought it was like the most amazing things. Like
He dyes his hair, Joe.
We wanted to. Joe dyes his hair.
Joe says that Johnny Franco has more black hair than me. He dyes it, Joe. Hello.
Just for men.
Good times. That's good stuff. Good
He actually
stories.
looks like Eddie Munster a little.
Really?
John Franco. Have you thought of think
yeah.
about him? He looks a little bit like Eddie Munster. He's got the short little werewolf thing.
But he was.
But we love you, Johnny. Please be on the show. Come on down.
I remember. And speaking of Kevin McReynolds, so
Speaking of,
during John Franco's first season with the Mets, after he came over from the Reds, he was
Stupid
pitching.
Reds.
I don't even remember who was against, but he came on in the ninth inning with a 1-run lead and balked home a run.
oh, wonderful.
He flipped out. He went nuts.
Franco?
Yeah, he's yelling at the umpire and whatnot. So they so he balks home the tying run,
Nobody
goes to the
balks in
bottom
the
of
big
the ninth.
leagues.
Yeah.
No one ever does that.
And then this guy comes up and hits a 3-run shot to win the game and make Johnny
Mac.
Franco a winner.
Wonderful. K-Mac. He shouldn't have
K-Mac.
won that, too. Probably McReynolds probably
Steve Rogers says the Bronx rules except for the baseball franchise.
molested him.
I'm not really into the Bronx.
The Bronx doesn't
I went to
rule,
the Bronx
dude. It's full of hills and broken concrete and trees that don't grow straight.
and
What is that
and the
about?
skankies.
And the skankies.
So there is that.
Emoji barf.
All
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
right.
The Bronx is where hip hop started. I will say that. Other than that,
out of here. All right. 718-577-1275 if you want to give us a call.
What is that? What? Say that again?
718-577-1275 is the number if you want to partake in this nonsense that we do here
What are we partaking?
every week.
Call in.
Yeah, call in.
Call
Let's
in.
talk.
Give us your opinion.
Where'd you go to?
And we'll tell you how wrong you are.
Yeah, where'd you go to junior high school? If you want to talk about that, you want to talk about your gym teacher that used to spit at you while he spoke. Any of that stuff.
Hopefully, that's all he did.
If you're from Woodside, you want to call and say, "Hey, I'm from Woodside."
I live
and
in a
then
cemetery.
Hang up
Would have
and,
been fine.
and be done with it. Any of that stuff. Or you want to just talk about the Mets?
They're gonna crank call us.
Okay. Yeah, they will.
I'm from Woodside.
Yeah. All right. So we got Conforto, we got David Wright done here. Let's talk about first base.
what's up, Jem?
Oh, yeah.
Jem said everything's looking good.
Yeah, Jem
joins us on YouTube.
Yeah, I think the issue is the projecting
He's a
up
gem.
there.
Can you
This
show
is
me the sign?
projecting
Oh, okay.
up
That
there?
was good.
That's actually how we looked actually last week, but now
What's the
Yes.
sign for
How we
actually
look.
again?
actually,
Oh, okay, good.
I like that.
you like it?
Actually,
actually
makes sense.
We're
Yeah.
actually projecting.
It's actually factually. Boom. All right, so let's
Actually
get to the first base
projecting.
battle. We still have a battle on our hands. We got although
Westchester County is the best county in the state. What is Captain America talking about?
what are you doing? It's Kings County. We're Kings
Come
County for
on.
a reason.
What are you talking about?
I lived in Port Chester for a while, Steve. Westchester's not bad.
What'd you do that for?
Long story. Another day.
Kissy butt.
So-
Kissy butt.
What were we talking about again? No, you just threw me off.
We're talking about the first base battle.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to say that Dom Smith has dropped off a lot batting average wise.
Well, I mean, come on.
Don't defend him.
Nobody's
No,
going
go
to
ahead and
hold
defend him.
400.
500.
Right?
What was
No,
his
they were
batting
both-
average?
He was like 470.
Well, him and Alonso were similarly around the low 400s. And Alonso started dropping off first, and he's leveraging out average or falling around 350, 360 now, I think. And Dom Smith the same. So it's not bad. It's not like they're doing bad. They're still doing amazing. The difference is, they have
It's making the team amazing, is what they're doing.
they have similar numbers across the board. The difference is that I think Alonso has 4 home runs, and
Yeah, he's got 4.
Dom Smith has 1. So
and he leads the team in RBIs.
Dom Smith has, I
Alonso?
think, 7 or 8 RBIs too. He's not doing too bad. He's clutch.
Yeah.
But in the long run, those power numbers are if you can maintain the average like he's doing, those power numbers are going to produce more runs one way or the other than not having the power numbers.
Hashtag dump Frazier.
Right. Hashtag Dumb Frazier. And I think that I like Smith a lot. I really think we need to figure out a way right now.
Wait. Did you hear what he just said to me?
Yeah.
Not to me, to everyone out there in the whole world. He likes Smith a lot.
Yeah, as long as he performs.
Wait, who is it that wait, I'm wrong. You're the guy that hates Smith.
No, I never hated him. I just didn't believe in him.
Not me.
No, I never hated him.
I
just
can't
didn't
stand
believe in
Dom
him.
Smith because he bats
The truth
200
comes out.
in the majors. I can't have
Pick it up.
I can't have again. What's going on with you?
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah,
Sticky bottom.
I created
Who
that
knew?
saying. No, I don't particularly like Dom Smith and his 200 batting average.
Okay, I don't believe he's going to have to maintain it through the season, but he has earned the right.
What do you believe?
In the children of the future, let Alonso lead the way. He'll hit 30 home runs and win Rookie of the Year.
70 home runs.
That's a song I can
70
listen to
home
all
runs
day.
between Alonso and Conforto this year.
70?
70.
You
I
have
put-
lost your mind.
Mm-mm.
Well, listen.
No, actually, I remember I said Alonso will hit 21.
Dom Smith. I mean, Dom Smith is young, right? He may have.
That's good.
He may have
I think you could do 25.
matured. He may have come to some conclusions and figured out his swing, or maybe Chili Davis helped him. Who knows? But he has been sustaining a good swing, getting the bat in the ball, and getting some hits for us there in the spring.
Sustainability.
Sustainability.
That's
He doesn't.
right.
He don't got it.
He
Who are you talking about?
Dom Smith.
Okay, yeah, he don't got it.
He ain't got it. Say it right.
And so today I thought it was a month or 5 weeks, but it's a 2-week thing for Alonso for the service time.
It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I mean, if need be, I mean, it makes business sense to keep him down for 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
It's the smart move.
It's a smart move to do.
It
But
is
they keep
because-
saying they're not going to do it though, because he's killing it.
Steve, you got that stuck in his head. Captain America.
Sorry, bro.
Have you guys seen Captain Marvel yet?
No, I'm boycotting it
Why?
because she's not really Captain Marvel.
I'll see Dumbo before I see Captain Marvel, but I will see Captain Marvel at some point.
I'll see Captain
It's
Marvel.
over $700 million. You're boycotting by yourself.
I am.
And what's your
It makes me feel better.
I'm just not a moviegoer. I'll see Avengers. Usually, all the other things I
Definitely.
see when it comes out on Netflix, streaming, or I'll rent it from the Redbox. I'm not.
So you're one of those that'll say, okay, Captain Marvel's a badass. I'll watch Endgame knowing that when I see Captain Marvel in there, I know she's a badass. That's all I need to know.
Captain Marvel will be on video when Endgame comes out.
Video. What are you doing?
I told you I'm stealing a VCR later. Video cassette recorder. He still watches Beta. For all of you who know what that is.
Beta. Dang, beta.
All right, so let's get back here. All right, so
Did you like it?
we have a phone call.
snap. Oh,
Uh-oh.
snap.
Who dat?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Timmy.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I was hoping it was Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Tim, can you hang up and wait for Michael Jackson to call?
He's down. He's calling long distance.
We'll see if we can conjure him up next week.
It's real hot where he's at, down long distance.
Whoa.
Hey, I agree.
I do too.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
After that leaving Neverland thing.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. If all that is true,
Yeah.
he's definitely in a hot place.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Tim? How you doing, bro?
He can really shriek now.
We'll see what's going on, fellas. How's everything? Good?
Good, man. You
Life is
excited,
good.
you excited for the beginning of the year?
Absolutely. I can't wait, actually. But with all the crap going on with the Giants and the Rangers are terrible and I can't get into the NBA no matter how much I try, I'm dying for baseball to start.
Well,
Who do you guys open up against? Blue Jays, Orioles,
Orioles.
Orioles.
Oh man, come on, really? Why do they give a gift to the Yankees? Damn
Congrats on your 3-0
it. I mean,
start.
really?
so we know this is a Met show, but our buddy Tim here,
Good Lord.
who's a lifelong friend of mine, is a Yankee fan. So,
The only good Yankee fan I've met.
Tim, little perspective. What are you thinking about the Yanks pitching rotation this year? You worried about it, or
Yeah, I'm worried. That's the only. That's the only question mark I see. I mean, the lineup again staying healthy is good. The bullpen should be lights out. We have 3 freaking closers in there, and it's all about the
Great.
starters right now.
The bullpen is great.
bullpen is great?
Great.
And if they can keep the game close to starters throughout, they'll always have a shot because with that lineup they can score runs late in the game. But that lineup, CC, how much is he going to give you? You get this other guy, was it Paxton from Seattle?
Is CC fat this year?
I kind of like that dude.
I
Actually.
do like Paxton. I think that was a great pickup.
You got the other guy. What's his name? He's hurt now. But
Severino.
Severino.
But, with two of your starters starting on the what is it?
IL.
DL. Don't pay attention to the stupid ass rules. It's DL.
with two of your starters starting on the again IL.
DL.
Why are you guys not more in on Dallas Keuchel?
Yeah, why, Tim?
Nobody's in on him though. That's what the weird part is. I mean, they're looking at Gio Gonzalez and trying to get him, but not maybe because there's too many lefties. They have a lot of lefties. But that's the only thing I can think of. But nobody wants Keuchel, and that's baffling to me.
No, but Gio's a lefty.
Is he a lefty?
Yeah.
Oh crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a lefty from Hialeah, Florida.
Hialeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why there's not a lot of people in on Keuchel too. I think he may be making some ridiculous demands that we're not aware of publicly.
He's a couple of years removed from Cy Young. I don't get it. I know that that baseball and the Players Association are gonna revisit some of the free agent stuff when they get together next year, but I don't understand how you go from Cy Young a couple of years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, whatever it might be, to 10 days before the season starts and not having a job.
He's asking for a long contract. Bro.
Well, now the rumor is that
he wants a bigger contract.
He might go to re-sign with Houston on a 1-year deal, which I wouldn't mind because the entire rest of our division is interested in him supposedly, and I would love for him just to go back to Houston.
He definitely has to.
Yeah, you don't want Philly to get him.
No, I don't. I don't want Philly to get any pitching.
Yeah, especially Philadelphia's weakness right now, bringing it back to that side, is, to me, they're starting pitching. Because Arrieta, okay, he's going to be average, above average pitcher. He's a good pitcher,
He's been steadily declining, dude.
Yeah, he's going to be average, above average. But you got Nola, who is he's in Scherzer, deGrom type category. He's below them, but he's still in that same echelon. And then who you
he's
got?
Below them. But
well, because I'm never going to put him above
deGrom. No,
and he's a Philly, so I'll just automatically put him below Scherzer because
he's a filthy. Brian Holmes sucks.
Yeah, Brian Holmes
but
sucks.
Nola is really good, so he's probably the fourth best pitcher in the league in the division, behind Syndergaard. And the rest of the rotation is what? Maybe fifth, because you got to put him behind Wheeler, or sixth.
Behind Wheeler, not behind Matz. Don't bring up.
Yeah,
he's the seventh best, because take the whole Mets rotation, then Scherzer, then Nola. So he's probably the seventh best in the division right now. Eighth best, because then you also got
Vargas.
Tim called about the Yankees. Talk about the Yankees with Tim.
The Yankees. Talk about the Yankees. I want to remind you guys that my services are available. If you see something at Citi Field you want, all you got to do is buy me a ticket, and I'll go get it for you.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
The God of Thunder bobblehead.
You buy the ticket to the game, I will go to the game, get it for you, and mail it from my job for free.
We have to buy two tickets for him and his wife.
That's what I'm saying. I'm available whenever you want me to, as long as there's nothing crazy going on that day. But the Mets and Yankees are very rarely home at the same time anyway.
I'll buy you
upper
deck
I'm
section 2
open.
behind home plate. Oh wait, that's
buy me the cheapest seat there is.
Damn, dude, for a bobblehead.
That's what. See, this is something that no other Skanky fan would ever do.
Nope.
That's
why he's the best I've ever met. Seriously,
he is the best.
Thanks, guys.
Look, he's watching his watch.
Watching his watch. Breaking news, not baseball related or Mets related. The Rams have signed Blake Bortles to be their backup.
I thought
that makes sense.
What is the Dolphins doing anyway? That's a whole other show.
It's another show.
Yeah,
it's another show.
I like Fitzmagic, but I don't know if you want him as your franchise. They're buying time with him. I do like Fitzmagic.
Well, I just don't think that the
guy's got something about it.
I don't think they care much about this year.
But I wouldn't want him as my franchise starting quarterback. He's somebody. He's going to win probably more than Tannehill. I'm sure of that.
He's going to retire a happy, filthy, rich man.
Yeah. He doesn't care. How could you like him? He's kind of like a cross between.
He's a gunslinger,
Conor McGregor.
man.
He's like a cross between Conor McGregor. And
he does. I thought it was him the other day, bro.
It's funny.
He really does look like him.
But Fitzmagic. Good luck, Dolphins. But he'll do better than Tannehill. I will say that. he can if they build the right team around him, he can get him into the playoffs. But building the right team around them is probably not going to happen.
Screw the defense.
Yeah, pretty much. And the more and more I look at this ODB thing, our record with ODB on the team and the Giants, switching it to football for a second, has been crap. So what did we lose really by losing him? We gained a first-round pick, and technically how the Giants were saying they're looking at it, we gained 2 first-round picks because this kid, Jabril Peppers, was a first-round pick in 2017, had a good year last year, and we gained, was it a 4th-round pick too?
Third.
A 3rd round. So listen, of course, do you want ODB? Yes.
Welcome to the We Stomped You Out show here on CineSportsTalk.
Does he fit? Does he fit?
Apparently, we're switching shows. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just I'm.
This is my fault, right? Because it is breaking news. Sorry.
Yep.
So we're gonna talk about Michael Conforto. Oh, we did that already.
Put him on that road.
Let's go Mets. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.
Keithy.
If you want to talk about anything, all you have to do is call in. Anyone who has a subject, we're here. I mean, we're talking football, we're talking Game of Thrones, we're talking about everything. So
Tim,
talk about something, give us a call.
Tim, from an outside perspective, being as non-biased as a Yankee fan as you can possibly be, what do you think of the Mets this year? Like from a win-loss perspective, what do you see them?
I think they can win the division. I think they should win the division. I mean, I know the Braves got better, the Phillies got better. For some reason, Washington is being picked to be a lot better, which I don't understand that logic.
Well,
but I think the Mets should win the East, and I think they should win it by 5 or 6 games.
I see a little bit of logic in it, in that that whole addition by subtraction. I don't know who's going to play right field now for them, but
Soto, right?
Bryce Harper's WAR was.
That kid Soto is taking over for Harper.
Kid.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Really good player.
He hit a homer yesterday.
But
punk ass.
A lot less money.
A lot less money. But what I'm saying is that take Bryce Harper out of it. He never won anything there. So
and he never will.
I mean,
ever.
His WAR was 1.7. I think it was when we looked it up for last year. And you tell me that
something in that range.
That a WAR of 1.7 is worth $330 million. By the way,
Ryan Holmes sucks.
How many hits does Bryce Harper have this spring? Settle. I was telling Brian Holmes sucks today that Bryce Harper has sung "Happy Birthday" more times than he has gotten hits this year.
Is that a stat?
Happy birthday
is that
thing
an official stat?
Yeah, it is an official stat.
BaseballReference.com. Look it up.
.com.
I don't want to talk about Brian Holm anymore.
Yeah, let's not.
Never?
If it warrants it. I'm sorry, Brian, but you're a filthy fan, and the baseball season started.
And you suck.
I had a respect for you up to this point. Now you're just a lowlife, and I want nothing to do with you. I didn't want to mention your name. Baseball season ends, we could talk again, unless you talk about the Eagles. Then I'll just think the same thing again. So if you want a year round, just be a low life, just continue talking about the Eagles and Phillies. Because that's come on, bro. Grow up, have some brains.
Year round
hate. He did say that he was going to call in today, and then he was like, "Oh wait, Bryce Harper's over 10. I'm not calling in."
Come on, dude. He's a coward.
What kind of person is a Philly fan?
Coward.
Yeah, it's like somebody. I know we have some Cowboy fans out there.
But
it's like when somebody says, "I'm a Cowboy fan," it's like I automatically think less of you. I think you're a lower form of life.
You're right, Keith.
Tim, if you're having a good conversation with somebody, then in the middle of the conversation, he says he's a Cowboy fan. What happens to that conversation?
Gets dumbed down.
Yeah, you're right. You automatically think like, wow, this person must be a freaking moron. Like, how can I even continue relating to this person? Like, I just want you out of my life now. And you walk away from the convo. I get really upset when somebody's a Cowboy fan. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of.
if they're in Texas, you have to understand.
Only if they're from Texas.
If they're in Texas.
Hi,
I get
I'm
it.
Jim from Seattle, Washington. I'm a Dallas Cowboys
Yeah.
fan.
Oh,
get smacked in the face for saying something so stupid.
I'm Joe Schmo from Brooklyn or Queens, and I'm a big time Cowboy fan. I had the starter
That's the
jacket.
worst.
How could you be from New York?
I wore the starter jacket in the 90s. Yeah. And a Giants fan robbed me, but I did have it, so I got robbed.
Oh, I missed that jacket so much.
Yeah.
The starter jacket. Jeez.
Yeah.
I had the Black Giants one. It's awesome.
I had the Giants and I had the Celtics.
I had the Celtics too.
Pissed off all my Knicks fans out there.
What? What did you do that for?
Larry Bird. The great Irish hope. You gotta support my people.
All right, let's get back to some Mets baseball here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, well,
Please.
go do your Mets thing. I just want to make sure you remember that I'm available to rent.
Absolutely. You're the best rental out there, Tim.
Yes. Will you wear assless chaps?
They
when you
said
pay
it's free
enough?
shipping from my job, so it's not like it's a big deal.
Perfect.
Tim,
He wants you to wear assless
will you wear
chaps.
assless chaps to the game if we pay you enough?
I absolutely will. I don't make a giant ass sign if you really want me to do it. I don't care.
All right. We love you, bro. Thanks, man.
Later, buddy.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, brother.
Don't be ignorant.
I didn't touch him.
All right, Tim's always a treat to have on the show, any show that we do.
The only skanky worth a dang.
Yeah, we love you, Tim.
And the phone number that Tim called was 718-577-1275. That's the phone number that
That's a
he
great
called.
phone number.
Bears
I
pulling
like
the
it.
wire.
No, he's out there already. He ran,
That's Bear, everybody.
vaulted.
Or as I
over.
like to call him, Beast. He sleeps in the bottom of the lagoon and comes out at night to hunt you.
A lagoon.
A lagoon.
Wow.
718-577-1275.
Flushing Bay.
That's true. That's true.
You
There's
never know what you
stuff in
find down there.
Yeah,
good Lord.
For those of you that follow us on CineSportsTalk.com,
Very smart.
we
people.
just gave away a ton of tickets, upwards of over 200 seats
Whoa.
across a bunch of different cities for
That's amazing.
Us. Movie that comes out on Friday.
That actually looks good.
It does look pretty damn good.
Really looks
Jordan
good.
Peele again.
Yes.
I mean, it's got
Yes.
It was freaky.
We're starting to get some traction on some Jordan.
That's the
Peele
one with the
goodies.
mirror family
With the
trying to.
scissors.
Wait, which is the one with the family that's like a mirror of themselves?
Yeah,
And
that's
it's-
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie looks
Mhm.
freaky, man.
Yeah, so you guys who are seeing that all across Texas and all across Florida and OKC, I believe, is the other city, 8 different cities. Enjoy that tomorrow. And if you are going to be in the Boynton Beach screening,
Boynton.
I will be there. So will Kyle, so will Ralph, and feel free to come up to them and just give them a hug. No hugs for me. You can buy me a drink.
A long, awkward hug.
I see that you've picked up a sheet of paper. Are you going to talk to us about something?
I am. I want to talk to you about this segment and who was brought to us by.
This guy.
It was brought to us from Australia, where knife is never a knife unless it's their knife. It's also brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.
Oh my God.
From their roastery to your front door. Only the finest beans from all over the world, so enjoy a big cup of Drunken Pig. And don't worry, no animals were harmed in the making of this non-alcoholic treat. They also have dark roast, dark chocolate. It's a
Mi
guilt-free,
favorito.
no calories, but full of rich chocolate flavor. How many calories again?
0.
They also have chicken and waffles. That's right, folks. You heard me right.
It's got a
Chicken
sexy voice on it.
and waffles. It's vegan friendly and has how many calories?
0.
Medium roast. This is hands down our most popular coffee. It's made in the United States, where we do take credit cards at our gas pumps. It's a blend of African and South American coffees. Even though it's South American and African, it's also made in the United States, where you can use your credit card at the gas pump. This blend is a
Just swipe
full-bodied
it.
and complex coffee that offers a sweet
Swisher
Swisher.
sweets. Oh, you're smoking the
sweet
tube.
citrus note and lingering bright finish. We also have what we like to call our friend over here, Rodriguez, jacked up cupcake. It's an offer. It's they offer a line of high energy coffee, and one of them is jacked up cupcake. This delicious
Take a
vanilla
whiff.
cupcake flavored coffee contains 50%
Damn,
more
that still
caffeine
smells
per
good.
cup.
Amazing.
And how many calories?
0.
You can find this and more available and roasted to order at BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. Guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of its roast date. And it's shipped from the United States, not Australia, so you will get it sooner than later.
Kevin McReynolds buys it.
He does. Actually, we saw his
Yep,
address on
we
there
just saw
several
him.
times.
Yeah, it's 1313 Mockingbird Lane if you guys want to visit.
That's John Franco's address.
Hey, thank you so much for reading that. We appreciate that.
Do you like my little
It's a great job.
foreign nuggets that I put in there?
I
too?
loved your nuggets. Absolutely loved your nuggets.
Pretty good.
I got a link today. I'm going
Sometimes
to
the things you say.
Well, I got a link today to review Billy Corbin's new documentary called Screwball about Alex Rodriguez. So I shall be viewing that in the next day or two.
Send me the link. I'd love to see it.
I'm not able to send you the link, but
Okay. Stuff happens.
stuff happens.
Stuff happens, but Alex
I'll be watching
Rodriguez
it. I'll let
sucks.
you know how
Let
it
me know.
was. And so the basis of this is that he's got children
he's a douche.
playing the roles of all the athletes. I think it's a pretty cool
Really?
concept. Everything that I've heard about it has been really good. So I can't wait to
Little Balco
watch
children?
little Balco stuff. His cousin from Puerto Rico and all that. Do you remember all that?
Whose cousin?
Wasn't his cousin from Puerto Rico?
Nah, from Puerto Rico. Okay.
Dominica.
I thought the cousin was in
No,
Puerto Rico.
no,
Was
no.
he in Puerto Rico at the time?
I don't know where he
There.
was, but he's not Puerto Rican.
I don't know. Third base.
Hey, Roy.
So I went to a critics luncheon, a movie critics luncheon about a month ago, and I
Okay.
sat with one of the editors that works with Billy Corbin, and he told us a couple different stories about Aroyd and how the guy and forgive me because I'm not going to remember all the stuff. So, but one of the guys of importance on this is in jail. Was in jail. So at the time he's in jail. Alex Rodriguez reaches out to Billy Corbin, says, I want to do a documentary.
Okay.
Here's all the stuff. Here's all the dirt on this guy that's in jail. So he reaches out to him and wants to
So
go
he
to,
ratted him out.
wants to go to lunch. But so the funny part is that
Wow.
all the back and forth took all this time. The guy gets released from jail, and all of a sudden, Avery won't return any calls, texts, nothing. So it's obvious at that point that he wanted to get his story out before this guy can come out of jail and defend himself. So
Typical
it turns
Aroyd.
around, and
Typical
now
Aroyd.
is on Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So cannot
what a
wait to watch it.
surprise.
And it's great that I got that today because I wanted to go to the premiere down in the Miami Film Festival. I think it was March 8th or so, a couple weekends ago, and I couldn't make it. And so it's going to hit theaters in Miami on March 29th, so next Friday.
Fantastic.
So
you
I'll
get to
my
see
review.
Aroyd get destroyed.
Aroyd, you suck.
You know what happens the day before?
What happened the day before?
Baseball.
Opening day.
No.
All right. Opening day next Thursday, guys. Next
Wow.
Thursday, all 30 teams are
Awesome.
involved. Outside of this little 2-game series that they got going on in Japan. I think it's tomorrow and the night after. I know Oakland is involved in that. But I just don't.
Yeah,
will
send the
be
team no one wants to
viewing
see.
that show. I know we had plans, but do you think we should come here watch it? Record us watching the game and send clips of our reactions to things that happen
reactionary
out to the world.
with
Which
some,
game?
with some real
Opening day.
Mets opening day?
Yeah.
Sure.
They'll see some real-time reactions
Yeah.
to our
Well, we
matches.
can go live from where we're going to be.
We can do
Not
that too.
an actual show, but we can do live clips from there.
We can do that too.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
you'll see our reaction no matter what.
You may not like it.
You might not like it because I don't know. It's
I
an
don't know.
interesting matchup. Scherzer
So
and
opening
DeGrom.
day, DeGrom and
DeGrom
Scherzer.
there.
What do you
DeGrom there
think?
and Scherzer. DeGrom.
DeGrom?
DeGrom's the better.
All day? All
He's
day,
the Cy
huh?
Young Award winner.
Are they
Come
in?
on.
Get outta
they in-
here,
they
man.
in
Come on.
City Shea, or are they in?
They're in Canatsville.
Ugh.
They open in Canatsville and then they head down to South Florida.
And I just want to say, LaDonna, I did
Smack
put the
up
link
the Marlins.
when we started.
Yeah,
in the
LaDonna.
27-ounce chat.
Don't-
So I
Don't be that personal, Donna.
No, be that person because
All right,
it's his
fine.
fault. If it wasn't for me,
Wait a second.
you wouldn't have the link.
I was trying to back you up, and now you just throw me under the bus.
Yeah.
All right.
And
that's fair.
backing it back up now.
Back it up. Back it up. All right. We are 49 minutes into the show, and we are on topic number 3. Youngsters coming up north. Rodriguez, you sent this to me.
I sure did.
Let's see.
What do we got?
Let's see what we got here. So I got a blank screen.
Who's gonna make it? Oh, look at that. Blank screen, and then a commercial, and then an ad, and then
If we had Peter Alonso on the show,
Then you
he's
lose
from
power.
Florida. You know what the first thing I would ask him is? Yellow mustard or spicy mustard? If he said yellow mustard, he starts the season in minors.
You know
that's
what I
what you
say
would
about
ask
that?
him.
I hate mustard.
I hate mustard.
I like
You
coconut.
hate mustard?
I hate mustard. No,
Freaking guys.
I can't do it.
He doesn't like coconut either.
I don't like
I'm
coconut.
gonna make coconut mustard for you. I'm gonna put it on everything. So
That just
anytime-
sounds bad.
you know what I'm gonna
No,
do?
man.
I'm
Don't
gonna
do it.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna hey Steve, come over my house. I'm cooking whatever it is. It's gonna be coconut crusted with a mustard side dish.
Coconut crusted shrimp
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'll be like, I got lunch for tomorrow.
with coconut rice.
Yes, coconut rice. Yes.
Disgusting. Absolutely
That'd be
horrible.
great.
All right, let's
in
talk.
a coconut bowl.
Yeah. Yes, in a coconut bowl with a mustard side dish.
I went on a cruise once, and I did a shore
Pina colada.
excursion, and I was out on the beach with the private stuff and the umbrella and all that stuff, and they were handing out the drink. Every drink that you got was in a coconut, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't. Give me a real glass or a cup or something. Can't do it. Get it out of here.
You're such a crabby.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. All right, so youngsters, Alonso batting 347, Guillorme 379, Dom Smith batting 359, and JD Davis batting right around 300. So
Pretty nice.
So how many out of those 4 head up north?
Woo.
For all 4 of them.
What's
The
that-
four
what's that
horsemen.
pooping?
They're going up north. They have to go up north. Lowry's not going to be ready, and Frazier's not going to be ready.
That's
You
a
got to bring JD Davis. You
tough-
got to bring
tough
up
question.
This is
Smith.
the part of the show where both of these guys lean back and make me turn all the way around to speak to them. But I'm not going to do it.
I didn't know that upset you.
No, it doesn't upset me. It's just
Cano.
it's a thing.
Don't you know?
You think we'll bring Robbie Cano up?
Is Robbie Cano going to come up north? I think so.
So I don't think Yorman's coming up, but he belongs. He deserves to.
Why don't you think he's coming up?
Circumstance? I think we have some players who are vets that they are looking to rely on a little bit more.
Who?
Well, where's he going to fit? Let me ask you that in return, because
He plays every infield position. He's a great defender, and he's hitting
So
370.
We're going to make him part of the 162 plan.
I never said that. He's a bona fide shortstop, bona fide second baseman. Great glove. He can play third. Would you rather have him for the league minimum or Echeverria, the ex-Marlin? Because
Well-
he's the guy that's coming up if Lowry's not
I haven't
ready.
even seen Diarrhea play. He hasn't been playing. I'm thinking he's done. I'm thinking
He's
we're
a
just gonna-
Marlin, dude. He's
I-
batting like 210.
I think we're going to cut his ass. He is the least productive person out of that competition.
Which is why Guillaume makes the team.
right, based on that. So let's say
It doesn't
let's-
mean he stays up all year.
let's look at the infield aside from catcher, right? You have first base is going to be Dom Smith, and after a couple weeks, Alonso. Second base obviously is locked down with Don't You Know. Then we have for third base in the air because we got some injuries, so
JD
Guillaume-
Davis.
he deserves it, and maybe Guillorme. And then we have
Guillaume is, I think, it's going to be the backup up until Lowry and or Frazier comes back.
So,
So
do
he's
they
just
want
going to be
him-
the insurance out.
Yeah.
Do they want
Okay.
him as a backup, or you think they're going to want to start him in the minors where he can get playing time?
No, he should be a backup, dude. He doesn't need to be seasoned defensively. He's really, really good,
He
top
is.
level,
He's been
and
hitting.
and he's starting to hit, and he's finally starting to hit. He's only 24, 25, right?
so
He's a very young kid.
and
I mean, he's a young
definitely I
kid.
have a lead question on that, but we'll stick with the subject first. I think he's not going to make it to the team because if you have a 25-man roster, and how many pitchers do you think when they bring up 12?
I think he makes the team because Lowry and Frazier are not ready. And they're gonna have to on the IL.
DL. Okay, so
DL.
That was really good. Without hesitation, you said IL.
I'm trying to
I
conform to
hesitated.
it.
You did a really good job there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think you are a sellout and you're calling it IL.
Calling it by its name.
I think right. I just think that we're too stacked. He may make it up, but they'll be down after a couple weeks.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. You just got to bring the guys up that can play.
How does that affect the whole service time situation, though?
With Lowry?
Yeah.
I mean, with Guillaume?
Yeah,
Who cares?
Mets do.
He came up last year.
Oh yeah, he did.
It's not Alonso. Alonso's the only one that's having an issue with the service stuff.
Joe's having a hard time with the IL.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. It's DL. Don't say IL. It's DL. You can't just go ahead and take a fan of baseball for 40 plus years and say what you've known for 40 years. Now you need to call it IL.
Here we go with the Cano thing again. You're gonna have to say IL. It's the IL. They
I
changed
don't
it.
have to. If I say DL to anybody, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
They'll know. Okay.
If they say no, it's
DL.
IL, I'll say you're wrong.
You say that. You're big enough to say that to anybody.
DL.
Actually. So that's
DL.
good. I'm
That's
good with
it.
that. I like DL. I grew up with DL.
Yeah. What are
But-
you doing?
And
You
next
know?
year it goes back to 15 days.
I'm okay with that too.
No, I'm good with that, actually.
Yeah.
The whole 10-day thing was a little weird because,
Why?
what it did was it allowed the teams to put somebody down for an injury that is, they heal a little quicker. But I also feel in the Mets, I'm a Met fan, so I look at this completely different than most teams when it comes to injury. They're not allowing these people enough time to recover. Let them be on the DL for another 8, 5, 7 days. Let them rest. Let them get better. We rush people back too much. I know we got a whole new staff, a whole new approach, and we've been doing better since last year with it. But 15 days from a Met fan perspective, take the extra 5 days, big guy, have a rest. Don't hurt that hammy again. Thank you.
Yeah, but being sore or just not feeling well or having something going on in your family, sometimes you just don't need 15 days. 10. I mean, I don't see why they can't do a 10-day, 15-day, 30-day. I mean, just put a date. Who cares?
Wasn't there a 7-day at one point?
7 I do remember 7 days.
I remember.
7 days is a concussion.
That's on that's in football.
Oh, yeah. That's
No, 7 days of concussion.
For baseball?
Yeah.
I mean, getting hit in the head with a ball?
or like if
If you
That's
have
like a whole
concussion.
month, man. You
Like-
hit me in the head with a ball, I'm out.
like that time Farace had one too many Coors Lights and tumbled down the
Coors Lights.
stairs in upper deck.
That's true.
That is for
Yeah,
sure not true
that
because
is
he
true.
doesn't. I don't do Coors Light.
He does. He
That is
doesn't.
true.
Joe, I know you said we're frozen. I don't think that we're frozen. I think we're just sitting still. These guys haven't moved for a while. And I was partaking in a conversation.
No, I'm moving around a lot right now. You don't see it?
Yeah, I just don't.
My eyes are the only thing that's moving.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What do you mean? I'm not
This,
frozen.
like I said, this is the part of the show where they just lean back and they're that's it. That's the end of it.
What do you mean?
Did you know that this bothers him? This is awesome. I didn't know this bothered
I'm
him.
just gonna do the whole entire show just like this.
See, you just gave him something to use for the next 20 minutes.
All right, let's move on to Steven Matz. Why don't we? Steven
Okay.
Matz. So Steven Matz has been struggling,
Minor leagues.
to say the least. He's been struggling out there. And so the question must be asked. Should Steven Matz get a DL stint? Maybe, that too. Should he get a minor league stint? Or should he not get a minor league stint?
Or maybe he should get a heart stint for all his little panic attacks he has on the mound.
Wow. Wow.
I seen him on the field the other day. He got all upset when he gave up some runs in the first inning. Then suddenly he turned into like this big crybaby.
Yeah, like
got shelled the
30
whole
runs.
game.
I was
Yeah.
at that game.
All right.
It was Friday.
It was terrible. It was terrible. We walk out to get a beer. By the time we're done getting the beer, it's 7-0. Or 6-0. Thank you, Steven Matz. Welcome to the season.
Should we get Joe involved? Joe, do you think that
John Franco.
Matt should? Do you
If you
think-
say John Franco, he's gonna panic.
Oh my God! Do you
Run, darling.
think Matzy should get a minor league stint?
I don't know. Oh, Joe? Oh, my name is not Joe.
You're
I
not
don't know,
Joe.
third base.
But should we just stay here quietly till Joe answers?
No, we'll move it along. We'll see.
Move your head. Move your head. Move your head. Move
I
your head.
can't. I'm frozen.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm
forgot.
looking at
What are you looking at? Matz has got like a
Matz's ERA.
13.9 ERA. Just make it up. It doesn't matter. He's terrible. He's been terrible this spring. Time to wheel him
why does
to the
this-
minors.
Why does this stupid website
Get it? Get it? Get
wheel.
it?
Yeah, I got that. Stupid
I think
website.
Joe went to sleep.
Stupid website.
Vargas. Matz has so much potential, but I think his own little immaturity is just constantly in his own way.
Let
Well,
Leiter deal with him. He'll fix him.
To Joe's point there, I think it was last week that I said that Matz was getting lit up one game, one of many. But he did say, or Callaway did say that he was just going out there throwing the curve over and over and over again, and it was just getting blasted until he was getting it right. So what Joe was saying, some pitchers use spring to work on a new pitch.
He wasn't throwing a curve. He was throwing straight fastballs and changeups, and they saw everything coming, and they killed him. There was no curves involved.
Joe, I tried.
Nice try, Joey.
Joe says, let's see his first 3 starts.
Back to Long Island, Matz. Go play with the Ducks for the first couple of
No,
weeks.
I think Joe's right
Loser.
because the guy has a lot of good stuff. So let him go out there. Give him 3 starts. We're deep enough in the rotation that we can absorb that. And
No, we're not.
If he's a
Who do we have after the starting 5? The only guy that's worth the
well, there's only 5. I'm talking about we're deep enough right now, 1 through 5, health notwithstanding, in the rotation that we can stand with our 4th starter being a bit of a question mark in his spring training
1 through 5.
performance.
Get rid of him. Send him to the minors.
Get rid of him.
Send him to the minors. Have him work on something.
You're putting him right into Vargas territory, huh? Okay.
No. I'm just saying, put him in the minors. Let him work on his stuff.
Vargas has
Be
been
a
pitching
player.
lights out though.
Vargas is what was that, like 1.5 ERA?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with luck. But anyway,
He loves Vargas.
yeah.
You know what the plan is, right? Vargas does 5. Lugo comes in, pitches the rest of the game.
Listen,
That's going to be
it's
the
not
plan
that-
for the whole year.
I don't love Vargas. That's not the thing that is should be said around here.
Love
I don't love Vargas.
at all.
I don't hate Vargas.
You should. You should.
I don't hate Vargas.
Here you do.
Vargas, after the second half of the season last year, pitched to a nice ERA, gave us a chance to win every game. He had an ERA sub 4
Oh my God.
for a 5th starter.
He
That's
won
not good.
18 games the year before.
Yes.
Okay.
And he also broke his wrist in spring training. So let's give him a shot, fully
the
healthy.
non-throwing wrist.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. It's
Gotta
like
get
having
right.
a pimple. I have a pimple. I can't pitch. Not even using the wrist.
You
What's
can
wrong with
can
you?
even say it's not like having a pimple.
Depends where that pimple is.
Some pimples can be
Attaboy.
mighty painful.
Oh, talk about your teenagehood.
Here we go. Joe, you're not on my side on this at all.
Nah.
Clearly. Clearly.
Boom.
All right. Let's why don't we break from our normal shenanigans here and let's get to our Mets moment of the week brought to you by Keithy.
Ooh, let's do this.
Keithy.
The man.
The man.
The
named
legend.
Keithy. Let's go silent. Let's react. Joe and everybody else watching. We're just gonna watch and relax and enjoy life for the next 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Here we go.
Enjoy the Mets.
Swung on and hit deep to right. Very deep to right. It's gone. Ahmed Rosario. It may be early, but it just got a little later for Luis Severino. Ahmed Rosario's 5th homer of the season, and the Mets take a 1-0 lead against the Yankees.
And Keith, he gave up 8 homers in his first 19 starts. Now he's given up 8 homers in his last 5+ starts here. And Eddie, what happened here?
elevated fastball. You get a hitter's count, hitter's hunting heater. When he misses, that ball is going to be elevated.
There he goes. Long fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Walker. It's gone. Jose Bautista just snapped out of his doldrums of the last few weeks, and the Mets are back on front by 2 runs, 4-2.
Jose Bautista did not miss that fastball, and the way he got to it was he laid off the slider. Did not chase it all during that at-bat with a slider, then gets a 3-2 fastball. Doesn't get all of it, but in this ballpark to right field, you don't need to get all of it.
0-2. Long fly ball, deep left field. There's no bunt there. It's gone. Todd Frazier, the ex-Yankee, extends the lead, gets the run back. It's 5-3, Mets over the Yanks.
I like that a little bit more than the bunt. 0-2, another 0-2 count for the Mets, and they capitalize again. Right down the middle, and Todd Frazier won the home run derby in Cincinnati.
Long fly ball, right field. Walker looks up and it's gone. Brandon Nimmo, the 4th homer of the night for the New York Mets.
One more.
A season's worth of frustration for the Mets being redeemed in the Bronx. And the Mets are up by 6-3 at Yankee Stadium.
Nobody happier when they hit a home run than Brandon Nimmo. Runs those bases with a big old smile, hanging slider.
Conforto now goes the other way, and that one, and Gardner will look up, and it's gone. Another home run for the Mets. Mets-a-palooza.
Well, that's 5 in the game, and that's the season high for the Mets. Who knew they'd come in here and not only out-homer the Yankees, out-homer them easily so far.
And a mighty roar goes up from the partisan Met crowd at Yankee Stadium.
All right, so that was our moment of the week. 5 dongs against the Skankies.
Against Pine Tar Neck
Big
Severino. And you know why Pine Tar Neck did so bad that day? Guess.
Pine Tar Neck?
I don't think that was
Yeah.
him.
Oh, that's so rude.
I thought it was Pine Tar Neck.
That's
Who's Pine Tar Neck?
I thought it was Severino.
Michael Pineda.
Pineda.
Oh, well. Yankees, Skankies.
Same douche.
Same crap.
Same skank.
By the way, while we played that clip, got some unfortunate news here. Is that
Breaking news.
Skanks are really close, about to sign Gio Gonzalez.
Another reason I hate him.
Just as we hung up with Timmy, the Skanks are about to sign Gio. I don't like it.
That's going to change the dynamic of the East a little bit. They get Gonzalez on the team. But Severino was Fuacatad during that game. That's why he got hammered the way he did.
Fuacatad by my boy here. And we keep on trying to get the Mets to hire him.
Yeah.
It's just a full-time
Absolutely.
come with us guy.
Absolutely.
And as we go 140 and 22.
So
why are we losing 22?
Oh, sorry.
I've been to 162. No, I've been to 2 spring training games.
Dos.
And Pete Alonso hit a homer in each of the games.
Dos dongs. Double dongs.
So there's something to
and
that.
You can actually, while you subscribe to us on YouTube, you can actually see that clip of Keith stating that he is not Pete until he hits a home run. And on the very next pitch,
gone.
Hit a home run. Hit a dong.
She gone.
And here it is.
Oh, do it. Yes.
You can change my mind with a home run. Starting it over.
Rewind.
Your name is Peter until you can change my mind with a home run. Try it out.
Let's go! Welcome to the Mets, Pete!
Woo!
And that video has been seen by 240 people. It's massive.
It's world famous.
It's huge.
World famous people.
You see, Scotty P has joined us. You see, Scotty P, that's my partner on CineSportsTalk.com. He now lives outside of the United States of America.
G'day.
So, he's talking about GOT because he doesn't want to hear about the Mets. So we're gonna save that for last.
Yeah, Scott, Game of Thrones update. This guy right here is watching it. He is in season
5.
What? Wow, he's in season 5. We'll get
that?
there. He didn't want to watch it, but now he's watching, and now he's
Now he loves it.
he's all.
Well, I have more. I have
loves
more time to watch it because I don't have to walk in the gas station to fill up my gas. I can just pay at the pump with my credit card, so it helps me to give me more time.
Are you
to sit and
insinuating that there are places in this world of ours that don't take credit cards at
Never.
the pump?
Who would do that?
That's ridiculous.
Anyway,
Who does that? Tell us. Tell us.
another shrimp in a Barbie. Oh boy!
All right, so let's now jump into a little Robbie Cano action. So Robinson Cano, 36 years old, sweet swing.
Says
And,
it feels like he's 25.
He looks like he's 25.
He does, actually. He looks very young.
He's playing like he's in season 5 of Game of Thrones already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
What season does Thor come out in?
17.
There's some 17.
It
Comes out in season Hernandez.
Yeah.
So yeah, Robbie Cano, man. I mean,
We were sort of against it because he's such a skank, but he's kind of winning. He's winning me over, man.
I was seeing
he really is.
I was seeing the Eddie Diaz as the.
No, Joe, don't go yet. We're not going to get to the Game of Thrones until the end. No need to go. Kat did tell me that you finally caved and started watching, and he's already up on season 6. Episode 6. Sorry.
You know what the problem with this guy is? He's such a hardhead. I know he's gonna love this show. Once he gets into it, he's gonna flip out with all the stuff that happens. I know him.
Scott. Stop right now.
No, you see what he said though.
Oh,
when he was in the Yankees, he's a roid rat. Now he's a goddamn hero.
Well, yeah, of course. I'll be the first to admit that. Same thing. If we signed Bryce Harper, he would be the best thing since sliced bread.
Hated
but
Bryce Harper from
since
the
we
beginning.
didn't sign him,
He's a douchebag.
we being the Mets, he's back to just being the same old hair flipping douchebag that he was in the first place.
Perfectly said.
Actually, yeah.
I actually like hating him more. I'm glad he's not a Mets.
It is enjoyable. It is because he has that face and the beard and the flip hair and stuff.
And I'm just so thrilled.
I just hate guys with beards and flippy hair.
I'm so thrilled that from Philadelphia, he's going to bring the championship back to Washington.
Born and raised,
and he's going to give from Philadelphia, he's going to give Washington the championship.
Born and raised.
Yeah, I mean, we all do know that Bryce Harper wants to bring a championship back to DC.
Yeah,
while playing for the Phils, love it. John, love it.
Should we go to Game of Thrones and have Joe?
We do not want any skanks, Scott, Mr. Red Sox fan. Go watch the 1986 World Series. While you have
enjoy that one. Go look at Roger Clemens.
So
talk about roids.
Scotty P, do you think if the Yankees sign Gio, that puts the Yankees in position to take the East for first place?
Wait. Let's just be Mets for a second in this Scotty P nonsense. He's talking about roids. What about his first baseman that played for years on roids, and because he's so big and lovable and everybody likes him, all of a sudden
you're talking about Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Big
Poppy.
Let's be real here.
Or what about Manny, who took women's?
Manny who? The guy with the dreads that played on roids for years? The other guy that played on roids for years? Scotty P. Last name fits.
How about Pedroia?
Don't talk about roids.
Pedroia?
That's why he hasn't played in years, because he's letting the roids wear off. He's only like 5'2". Isn't like Scott's size? You tell me Scott looks like 5'2".
We're missing.
You said Scott was like 5'2".
He said that's none of your business.
It's not.
Now it's none of my business.
He also said something that I do believe in. Bryce Harper is the most overrated player in baseball.
How about Pedroia?
Bryce Harper has gone from top 10 as
get Kevin
by ESPN. He's now number 15. He's a 15th ranked player in baseball, getting $330 million over 13 damn years.
Philadelphia made a big mistake.
We're
You know
not
who's
giving
number
it to
4 on
him.
that list? Jacob deGrom, the number 4 player in all baseball.
Four horsemen. Oh man, could be the 4 horsemen this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's,
Oh yeah.
Well, Matz. Never mind.
I changed my mind. Never mind. I forgot about him.
Never mind.
Should call him Stephen Mess.
Love you, buddy. Scotty's out.
Peace, Scott.
Go enjoy your
Let's go Mets.
Australian eggs. and
Scott,
ham.
for everybody who doesn't know out there.
Don't
Hold
go to the
on, hold on,
beach.
we'll give him a second to leave.
Lots of
Hold on.
sharks.
He's gone. Scott, for everybody who doesn't know, is a huge Met fan. He loves the Mets. Oh wait, he's not. He's still here.
He's still here?
No, that's just delayed. That's a delayed.
Oh, that's delayed. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a huge Met fan. He loves the Mets. He lives and dies for the Mets. He puts on this Boston shenanigans because he's been hurt so much by the Mets, but he bleeds blue and orange.
I will tell you that Scott does not mind the Mets at all. Scott will root for the Mets.
He's a Met fan.
It's because we have this bond against the Skanks.
It's a great bond, actually. It is. It is. I got nothing against the Red Sox. We beat them. Go back to 86, Scott.
We got to rewind. 86. All right.
Billy Buckner. Billy Buckner.
Poor guy.
I have that picture.
That
So
poor
do I.
guy.
Signed by both of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have that one hanging in my bedroom
Me too.
for sexy time.
Woo! All right. Let's get back to Cano. Don't you know? All right. So he's in his age 36 season.
Is he
We
hitting
have him-
400?
Wow.
He's
Huh?
hitting over 400, isn't he?
Hitting over 400.
And he
He's-
said he wanted to play in spring training
yeah,
just to get ready for the season.
that's the right thing to do.
Did you say the right thing to do?
Right.
I
Mm.
think it is.
Mm-hmm.
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 I like mustard on my biscuits.
No, I don't like mustard at
With
all.
coconut.
I like mustard on my coconuts.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't like any of it. I don't like coconuts. I
Steve's
don't
not in
like,
love with the cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
He's in love with the cocoa.
Joe, he got death threats. Yeah, he made a living, but he got death threats. Poor guy.
You
I mean, I'm not-
Buckner?
Yeah.
He
I
was
mean-
he was fairly well off before
Yeah.
that picture, but
Yeah, he was.
did
So-
you see him in the game though? The guy couldn't even
He
walk.
couldn't walk.
I'm surprised he couldn't even bend. That was a managerial mess up, man. He should have put in the other
He
guy.
had bad back and knees, I think, right? Both.
the knee, the
Yeah.
knees, the cankles.
The knees for
you know?
sure.
Cankles. His full powers of the way.
He couldn't get down and hold his ankles.
Oh, man.
So Robbie Cano, don't you know, has 40 at bats this spring. He's batting .475,
Ooh.
2 dingers, 6 ribbies with a 1.212 OPS.
2-1-2.
Boom.
Huh?
I mean, come on. Yeah. I mean, he's hitting, and when he's up there, it looks so
It's
seamless.
so smooth. And
it's so
and
seamless.
and
He
another
hits
thing that I
just
want
like
to
me. I
talk.
keep saying it.
I think
Oh, geez,
somebody
Louise.
get out of here. somebody
That's why
talked
you're
about
sitting here and he's over there.
in our group about
I never got a
guys
shot.
hitting the opposite way. But our lefties are just. How do you play the shift on us?
No,
You can't.
they're actually playing baseball.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
hit
By
him
the
with
way-
an 8. Hit him with an 8.
yes, yes. By the way, the shift might
Hit
be
him with the
gone after
hind.
next year. Shift might be something that's outlawed.
That's
after next year.
stupid. You can't outlaw that.
They might do it.
You can't outlaw it.
'Cause
Don't
it's taken
do
away
it,
from the
MLB.
Joe clearly does not
Worry about Scotty P.
worry about Bostonians.
He doesn't. Yeah,
threats.
no. Come on. Does anybody in New York really worry about people in
No.
Boston? No.
In
Or,
Boston.
or anywhere else.
Or anywhere else?
In Boston,
Here's-
unlike
here's a
Australia,
tidbit of
you
information.
can pay at the pump with a card.
You can. Tidbit of
God.
information. Scott is from Portland, Maine.
He's from Portland, Maine. Seriously?
He is.
Why
Yeah.
are we even talking to him?
Not only that, you're in a place that's so confusing. The cities you're from is actually in Oregon, but you're living in Maine. Make up your damn mind. Are you a Trailblazer? Are you a Celtic? Are you a Lobster? What are you doing,
my
Scott?
God.
All right, Scott, I love you. I'll leave you
Didn't they
alone.
film Twilight? Isn't that his claim to fame? Scotty B, you like Twilight? I'm sure you do.
You know what it is?
Uh,
I
No,
like-
I'm sorry, Portland, Oregon. My bad. He's from Maine, right? You said.
yeah,
I
that's
was
what I'm
like,
saying. He
Maine.
doesn't know where he's
Maine.
from. Anyway, so I bring this back to something I was alluding
So I
to
piss on my way to
before,
Connecticut.
something else with our hitting and kind of the different style. So I've noticed, and it's just spring, so you can only put so much value into it. But the spring approach, the hitters in spring, the averages in spring, the power numbers in spring even have been, increasing and so much more.
Chili Davis.
Yeah, right. So we have been looking so much more professional at the plate over the last 3-4 weeks. Do you think that Chili Davis is something to do with that? Or you think this is a fluke? You think it's who Van Wagenen brought in, a mixture of the hit Chili Davis and who was brought in?
I 100% believe it's Chili Davis and the new philosophy. It's the stupidest thing for you to try to pull the ball when you have six fielders standing by second base and you're a lefty. It's just like the dumbest thing ever, man.
Come on, you got to give me a mic bump on that. Come on.
No.
Don't leave me hanging.
I'm not Mike.
Farace.
I'll give you this.
All right, listen.
I'll give you this.
Steve,
Bump 'em.
Steve just got
Bump 'em.
really.
Bump him.
I just got really upset. I got really upset over something I just read, and it's got to do with the Yankees and Gio Gonzalez.
He can read. That's pretty good.
I didn't know that.
Get him,
It
buddy.
is a.
It's a good day
God
today.
Yeah.
Damn it!
What are you so upset about?
I get upset when players that we have interest in or we should have interest in sign for this much money when we could have had him $3 million, and it's a minor league deal.
Gio?
It's a minor league deal worth $3 million if he makes the club.
Whoa. So Gio Gonzalez got a minor
Makes
league
sense.
deal?
For the Skankies, it's a great deal.
Would it not
For
have
anyone.
been okay for us to say, hey, here's $6 million. Come pitch for the Mets.
You already have Vargas. It's the same player. It's the same player.
Yeah, but $3 million?
If the Mets could have got out of the Vargas deal, I guarantee you they would have got Keuchel or Gio, because it's the same player. I'm trying to make you feel better, dude. I'm really angry now that you said that. I didn't want to. You should have told me that later. You're throwing me off.
So Peter Alonso hit 1,000 today.
Yeah, do that.
He was 1 for 1.
What did he do today?
Hit a home run.
Just got a base hit. So let's move away from
Settle
that.
down. I see the heat rising out of the bald head.
Yeah, so let's concentrate on what we have and not what we don't have.
No.
Oh, oh my God. Wait a minute. Did you hear what he said to you? After how many years? After how many years? A whole year of doing these shows, and he's you, and now wait a minute. What's going on here? This is weird. It must be Kevin Mack. It must be Kevin Mack. Settle down, Farace.
How are you going to react when Mike Trout signs with the Phillies next year?
Oh!
You're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it.
Phillies ain't going to pick him up. Do you think the Phillies are really going to have a $33 million and a $40
Shut up.
million
We're not talking
player?
about that right now.
Trying to feed the fire.
I wonder how much insurance they have on Harper, so when he goes out this year for the next 4, I'm giving him 4 years on
He got hit in
DL.
the cankle.
On the DL,
It's a good thing he doesn't have a fupa. He would have got hurt when he fell over.
he probably has cankles. Oh, maybe Mets Perez is doing more cankles. Let's be real here.
How many games? How many games do you think Gio Gonzalez is going to win for the Yankees this year? 20.
Your tagline. That was your tagline. You should have said it.
How many wins Gio's getting for the Yankees this year?
He's so
Zero.
upset. There it is. He's not making it out of the minors.
All right, yeah. So that's the truth right there, Joe. I think what Joe was saying is they'll stop that stuff when batters learn to lay down a bunt to the empty left side. In other words, when they're doing the shift in baseball.
Well, that's
and
what
they
the
have
Mets
whole
are doing,
entire
right?
Left side of the field open. I mean, I don't understand why to Joe's point, to every
Didn't I just say that?
baseball fan, you did, but I'm reiterating the point. To every baseball fan, it's obvious to lay that down. We've been saying it. You've been saying it. I've been saying it. Every Joe
We've
Schmo
all-
who knows
right? We've been
baseball
saying that for a while.
says that. I don't know what's so, hard to just lay that philosophy, drag a bunt up the line.
To yesterday.
But I think Gio Gonzalez knows how to do that. And I also think that he won't be able to use those skills because he's on the Yankees. He'll be a DH. I think Chili Davis, bringing it back.
Gio Gonzalez will be a DH on the Yankees. Did you just say that?
Yeah. I'm just trying to rile him up. I think Chili Davis is going to start teaching that philosophy. Hey, they're going to give you that base hit. Freaking take it. Drag a bunt. Who cares?
It's not even. I don't understand why he has to teach that to a professional ball player, bro. It makes no sense. I know it's hard to try to hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball the way you want to hit, but Cano, don't you know, does it all the time?
Of course, Conforto.
Yeah. And back to that,
Conforto's a
opposite field
little kid, and he's hitting the opposite field.
Alonso hit a shot opposite field in the back of the bullpen yesterday.
He's got a lot of power. That dude.
Oh my God,
he's a beast.
But you know who couldn't hit it to the opposite field, and that's Jamie Bruce.
Oh, I knew
he
it.
Gone. He gone. Hey,
who's he with?
How's he doing in Seattle? Can't wait to hear this. Watch, he's batting like 600.
I bet you. That's the thing.
He's out of New York.
Don't have to hear nothing about him. Nothing.
He's got 32 home runs in spring training.
Yeah, so I think we're better off without him, no matter how good he does out there. But I am curious myself.
Curiosity,
and I'm not a cat, so it ain't gonna kill me.
The kitty.
Oh, he's actually having a freaking amazing spring.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's on the interstate.
Yes.
My boy Jay Monday's on the interstate, but he does have 2 shots.
Really?
Oh no, 2019. Oh wait, I must have saw something wrong.
What are you doing? Oh Lord.
Yeah, he's like 30 at bats. He's batting .433 with 2 dingers, 6 ribbies, and a 1.252 OPS. He's even got a stolen base. Got a stolen base.
He dropped weight or something?
What is going on right now?
Did he take the rocks out of his pants?
He watches
so he can run?
He watches to put it in the book show, and he wants to prove Farace wrong.
He should. Absolutely. Farace. J. Monday Bruce, MVP.
Wow.
American League.
All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
Mets Crush Monday.
Uh-oh.
Brought to you by MetsJunkies.com.
Yeah, we are moving slow today. We're not getting through these topics at all. What happened?
It's talking football.
Actually, we've gotten a little bit better here.
We did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Sound like a silent fart.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, so our buddy
silent fart, also known as the J-Bundy.
Our buddy Jem from MetsJunkies.com. Check out the site.
Oh,
is that him?
It should be.
What is happening right now?
He's on cue.
On cue. Who this?
Fellas, what's going on? Is Jem.
Hey, what's
up, buddy?
What's up, Jem?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. It feels like a lazy Monday, right?
It sure does, bro.
Let me say this about Jay Bruce. He could hit 60 home runs every year for the rest of his career, and I could not care. And he left.
Jem, I love you, buddy. I love you.
I do not care what this guy does.
You know, when we first coffee just fell. When we first started this show last year, it was 2 against 1. These guys were constantly defending Jay Bruce. And I had to change the name to J-Mundy. J-Mundy is his name because he can't hit the ball. Can't do nothing. What are you doing?
Yeah. The thing is, when you look at Bruce and you look at our shows last year, when it started, both Rodriguez and I we not so much defending him, we were defending the pickup. And we thought he would come around. But then it was obvious that he wouldn't. And then when he hurt his ass muscle, I had lost all patience with him. We have last shows, our old shows put up, and I can't tell you exactly where, but
any type of anal injury is.
I'd go on rants about him and his ass muscle and what a punk he is.
And you know what the problem was? The problem was, Jem, that it was in June and it was during our swoon. It was during our 5-21 month, and just all hell was breaking loose. It was not our finest moment.
No,
to say the least.
Not at all.
No, I was immediately pissed off as soon as the trade was for. I was a big Dilson guy. Still like the kid, you know. However, I was just that immediately ticked me off, and you just kind of know he's a dime a dozen player, you know, and there's nothing really special about him. And when we let Daniel Murphy walk, we were kind of sold the idea that Dilson Herrera would be the next guy, and it kind of felt like that they kind of gave up on that really quick. So that just ticked me off from the gate. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. What's also leaving a bad taste in my mouth is this Gio to the Yankees, man. Why is it the Yankees are always swooping in and making these deals, and now they're making deals for like where they're saving money?
Oh, that's
terrible.
terrible.
It's killing me. It kind of reminds me when they traded for Aaron Hicks. They traded that nobody catcher to get Aaron Hicks, and now Aaron Hicks is like a superstar in the Bronx, and I just don't get it. I don't know how the Yankees, the Skankies finesse these teams, but it's killing me. Yeah, I hear you, Rodriguez. I hear you. So as far as Conforto, I kind of wanted to talk about Conforto. I get this feeling that the league, that the rest of the league is sleeping on him, and I'm seeing a little bit of hate from some Mets fans on him, which is kind of strange to me. But I guess when it comes to us fans, sometimes we're a little bit crazy. But I get the sense that the league is sleeping on him, and I like that because that makes it so much better because he's just going to crush. He is absolutely going to crush. Matz, I don't see the point of starting him in the minor leagues. Why not give him 5 starts to start out and see if he needs to go down to the minors?
You take like another Traxel treatment, put him down, let him get his shit together.
Why not? Why not? Let's see if let's not have too much invested in this spring with him. Let's carry it over to the regular season, and just like you said, maybe just give him the Steve Traxel treatment. Mets crush Monday. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So
Corey Oswalt.
This week I went ahead and wrote about Corey Oswalt. You know, he shouldn't be too unfamiliar to the regular Mets fan. He did pitch in 12 starts last year.
Yep.
And didn't do too great. He went 3-3 with a 5.85 ERA, giving up 69 hits in 64 innings, only striking out 45. But what I'm looking at is his minor league record and more like his innings and strikeouts. He has 500 innings with a 3.64 ERA, 431 strikeouts, which is 7.9 per 9, with only 2.2 walks per 9 as well.
It's a workhorse.
And you know what? He's been a workhorse this spring too, working a whopping 5.1 innings, and he's been keeping the batters off the bag with that 0.75, or I should say that 0.075 whip in his whopping 3 games pitched this spring. But he did come into camp looking like he's in much better shape, and I'm sure he's determined to prove some people wrong because, you know, he was someone that has been on the radar, and even though a lot of fans do know that he was kind of rushed to the big leagues, I'm sure he does feel like, again, he has this chip on his shoulder. I got something to prove. And in this weird way where he's only spent such little time in the majors, I kind of feel like he has, this is a do or die moment, make or break moment with his Mets career. I think if he doesn't do well in the bullpen for the Mets, because that's where I think his spot would be, is as a long reliever, or if Scott or if Rob Gisselman or Seth Lugo go down, he would be the kind of guy that would come up and fill in. I don't know if he doesn't do what the Mets are expecting. I just don't see the Mets holding on to him any longer. And he's had a long time in the organization, 7 years total.
Wow.
They might just move on. So that's, again, with that knowledge, he has that chip on his shoulder. He might go out there, raise his fastball from 93 to 95 because he's coming out of the pen. He is a thinker ball pitcher. So hopefully he'll induce some ground balls.
Which is exactly what you want coming out of the pen.
Yeah.
Especially behind our staff. With the heat that our staff throws, you get somebody that throws some off-speed stuff, sinker stuff. Kind of really mix it up. Yep.
Exactly. With everyone throwing 98, we don't need him coming in throwing 95 exactly because that looks like a cookie.
Yep.
So if he throws that sinker and induces a double play and the inning, that's perfect. I don't need a strikeout each time.
Yeah, I could see him. And then we go back to what last week's Mets Crush Monday was. I think it was Bachelor, right? Was that last week?
Bachelor.
Yeah. And this kid, I'm not sure what he's been doing in spring. I can look it up, but I think he's got some work to go. I don't think he's ready quite yet, but he's somebody that can, if the Mets are done with him ultimately, maybe this guy Oswald can prove his worth in the majors. We'll get some trade value for him. Plug Bachelor in, or we'll just keep him for depth depending what happens next year with some of the contracts. And
you can spot start, so that's the best case scenario. Someone gets hurt, you bring him up for a spot start.
Yeah, that's true too.
Given our track record, we are going to need some spot starts.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that.
I would try to go to a veteran when it comes to the spot starts because looking at his track record with the spot starts, it hasn't been the worst, but it hasn't been great. And I'd rather showcase him in another way to where if we do want to eventually spot start him, he can have some major league experience out of the bullpen first. Get to know the league a little bit better first.
Yeah.
At least the 2019 league.
And Bachelor's having a rough spring, by the way. He's 5.59 ERA in 9 innings with 2 strikeouts and almost a 2 whip in 7 games.
So clearly he has some work to do, and he probably won't be the first guy called up.
Yeah, and he's at that age right now, 25, where you'll expect make or break within the next 2 years. He's going to either start showing something over the course of the next 2 seasons, or he's not. Sometimes it take longer, but that's the age.
With relievers, I always give them that couple of extra years because they're always start-out starters, and they always take that 1 or 2, maybe 3 seasons to see how they fare as a starter. So I do give that little bit of time for a reliever. And at the end of the day, if he's coming out and pitching effectively, I don't care if you're 33. I don't care how old you are.
Doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. I guess I'm more speaking on his age and development. But yeah, true. Of course.
How old is Bartolo? Bring him in.
Who knows? He's like 50.
I mean, the guy makes the impossible happen.
The impossible has happened.
We haven't played that in a while.
No, we haven't.
We used to close every show with the Bartolo call, Jim.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I need to follow his Instagram because he looks like he's just living the greatest.
He was just on a boat. He was just on a boat with us, chilling back,
sitting in the front of a boat, drinking.
What a great life that is.
Oh man, big sexy.
Big sexy that used to throw 98, 99 with the Indians, and then came over here and finessed the hell out of the National League East and hit a shot in San Diego. Yeah.
And apparently James Shields is really, really mad about that to this day. So
that makes it better.
He definitely should be. I mean, come on. But they had always said, and it was in the call that they said that they always said that if he had just hit one, he has the power to hit it out, and he finally did.
Oh, he's 300 pounds. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, he swings so hard his freaking helmet would fall off his head all the time. So
Petco's not the easiest place to hit it out of.
It's
a basic part. But here's the thing: James Shields, one of them, he's so mad about Bartolo Colon hitting a home run off of him. I think James Shields should be mad about his career after signing that contract. He's worried about Bartolo Colon and the home run. Dude, you're the guy that gave up that home run. No one came in for you and gave up that home run. You did it, dude.
Yeah, his ERA was constantly above 5 after.
It's terrible.
With the White Sox.
Terrible.
Yeah. Actually, he was a damn good pitcher for a while.
It mentally screwed him.
Yeah.
Big sexy mentally screwed him.
So Jem, and we had online was Jem from MetsJunkies.com. Check out MetsJunkies.com.
Great articles.
Yep, he brings to us Mets Crush Monday. Just a quick question: Mesoroco, Mesoroco, or Darno? I mixed their names together. Desiro. We take the tandems every time we have 2 catchers.
Darwecki.
Yeah, you'll hear 3 of us. We take the tandem and we kind of mix their names together. So I started doing that by default. But Darno, Mesoroco, obviously we know Ramos is our go-to catcher. So you think we're carrying 3 catchers, or who's coming north with us, Mesoroco or Darno, if there's only 2?
So I'd love to see stints throughout the season that we are carrying 3, because Jacob deGrom and Mesoroco do have apparently this just great on-field chemistry, and that's something that I'd love to continue to see. Every Mets fan would. However, Travis d'Arnaud, if we can get him to play like this during the regular season and stay healthy, not only are we getting production, but now we're raising his trade value. We're raising his trade. He's raising his trade value right now with good play during the spring, but the 29 other GMs are always going to say, well, it's the spring training, and by the time he gets on the field, he's facing the AA. So let's go ahead. Let's give it a shot. Let's start out with TDA. Let's see if we can raise, or if he could raise that trade value. Let's see if maybe that if his throwing issues had anything to do with previous injuries. Let's see if he's better than what he's been able to showcase in the past. That being said, I'm going to lean with TDA. I do like Mesoroco. I've always liked Mesoroco. I love that we brought back Mesoroco, and I would like to see stints throughout the season during those 10-game stretches where there's no days off. I would like to see Mesoroco on the club. So, however, I think starting off TBA.
I like that. I think you're right, Jam. I'm really thinking that d'Arnaud raises his trade value and he gets traded sometime during the season, and Mesoroco comes up to be the backup guy.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that, especially since he plays multiple positions now. And it's all about health for d'Arnaud. If he's healthy, he's going to hit. He could definitely go to the American League and spot catch and play other positions and DH and get us something.
Good
get
point.
us some kind of backup pitcher.
See, that's the thing with some of these guys who who get injury plagued throughout their first part of their career. Something clicks and they just become healthy.
Yeah, but he's getting up there as a catcher,
Right.
so he's not
Right. But to your point, I think it was last week or the week before, if he can get out there and play a little third base and
little
get
outfield,
out,
little
But
first
is it-
base,
yeah,
little first base.
Huh? Little d'Arnaud at first base.
I think he's a Cali kid. I'm not exactly sure.
He is
I
a
think
Cali
he's a
kid. You're right.
Yeah, he's
kid.
Cali.
I don't, some, and I wanted to bring this up about Oswalt because he's from San Diego.
He's soft.
These guys are so laid back. I don't know if they can handle this particular grind. And
Bobby Jones.
I've had many people argue with me saying there's no scientific data. Of course, no, there is no scientific data saying that, that playing under New York spotlights is harder. However, when you watch it seems to be that's what seems to be the trend. And I think when you come from a place like California, I think when you're used to more waking and baking instead of getting out there and doing what you have to do.
It's legal in Cali.
Let's be fair, right? Let's be fair. The franchise is from California, so he's proven that theory to be in question. And I do get it because you remember Bobby Jones, all the talent in the world, and California, Fresno kid, didn't really do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of these Californians that come out. I don't think it's where you're from. I think it's what you're made of. And I think a lot of these players are either made to go out there and perform in the spotlight or they're not. I.e., the franchise, Tom Seaver, who we all are wishing the best for right now. He's from California, and he had no problem with the spotlight. I mean, he came out in 69 World Series 3 years into his career as a kid from California, playing in the biggest spotlight in the world. And
he's from a different era, though. He's a different era of California. He I mean, he can't be you can't be a million. You know how it is. You know how it is.
Back then, you had a little bit of a different mentality.
Gem knows.
California was still a very left-wing type of environment where people were more laid back, approach life a little bit differently. That still holds true today. Right. Back then was a surfer.
Totally awesome, dude.
And that's where the whole, the whole hippie movement was supposedly credit to starting out there. So it was always different out there. So he's from that environment. He came over. I just think he has big cojones and he knows how to pitch. He knows how to stand up, and he didn't care who was looking. And I think that's what it takes. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's what you're made of inside.
And you're right about that. One thing that I do think that's going to be big for d'Arnaud, and I know you're saying it's not from where you're from. However, one thing that I would keep in mind, and he is playing down in Florida right now, is he seems to be hitting the ball fine in warm weather. He seems like fine in warm weather. So I don't want fans to jump the gun basically if he does have a slow start when we start out in DC and in New York when things are a little bit frisky still. It's a little bit cold out, I think that's something that people do have to consider. I feel like people forget that.
So, yeah, I think your point is well taken. The best thing for the team, I think, is TDA coming up. I think his ceiling is way higher than Mesoroco. Although Mesoroco's coming, didn't he have a 30-run home run season 4 or 5 years ago? So it's not like close. So Mesoroco, but I still believe, and it could be just my opinion, I still believe that TDA, or as our buddy Joe Mulvihill likes to call him, Little D, likes to say, is
you can call him ta-da.
Ta-da! Oh yeah, ta-da! 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 I think he has a higher ceiling. Maybe it's just because I want to believe that he's gonna do what he was expected to do at some point. All of our catchers are now in their 30s.
I think it really fits the Mets profile as well, because I don't think anyone's expecting Wilson Ramos to catch 140 games.
No.
So instead of where we would see Wilson Ramos getting occasional one day off, we might see him get back-to-back days off behind already a scheduled team day off. So that's something that I would like to see, is kind of him get those back-to-back days off. Let TDA play 2 games in a row, so that way he can show that, hey, this is not a one-day thing. I'm getting hit 2 days in a row. Oh, what's the big deal? It may be to some teams. So that's something that I'd like to showcase.
I would love Ramos, to your points, to see him bat. I mean, to see him play around 100 games, give or take a few games. Because I think he's got a
keep him fresh
injury history. If we keep him around 110 games, it'll keep him fresh. And we can guarantee that when we're down the stretch, we may need him 5 or 6 games a week when we're heading into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you're going to pick between TDA, Mesoroco, and Ramos in a big game situation, you're going to want Ramos in there. He's the pure hitter. He's the proven hitter. He has the better track record. So if you can keep him fresh.
Tada did have a good postseason.
And
he did run the World Series.
Tada can hit. If you have those two guys fresh at the end of the season, I mean, we'll definitely make a run for the playoffs.
That's what I think is key, is keeping whoever stays on the roster fresh. Because, I mean, it's catchers. All 3 of the catchers that we have injury history. And most catchers in the league have some type of an injury history. So if we can keep them fresh, as Keith has pointed out, maybe don't trade anybody.
F-R-E-S-H.
What's Mesoroco's contract
Fresh,
like? Can he
fresh,
go into
fresh.
Can he do the minors for the whole year? Does he have a? Oh,
It's a
can
minor
he-
league deal.
It is a minor
It's a
league
minor
deal.
league deal.
I think he has his own personal opt out, but I don't
Okay.
think that's something that he would do. I think that's
He shouldn't.
I think he understands what the situation is. I think he knows that Travis is someone that's liable to be traded during the season, and it's that's his spot to just step right in.
Not if Sygrom has anything to say about it.
Well, that's true.
Mesoroco's not going anywhere.
I'm a little thrown off that people did not offer Mesoroco an actual contract though, because he's not a bad teammate, not a bad catcher. He's not even last year. He wasn't even in comparison to everybody else in the lineup, which was already bad. He wasn't really that great, but he's not a bad player to have in your lineup and behind the dish. He's just not.
No, he's not. He's not Jose Lobaton. This guy was like he brought up.
Mr. Blonde Streaks hit a triple and do nothing ever again. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Mesoroco had a few solid, and it's Cincinnati. It is a bandbox, but he did have solid seasons out there, and
He did.
that's something. It's something to keep in mind. And we're not asking him to get out there for 100 and so whatever games. He has a limited role. He knows what it is, and now that he knows what his role is, that's going to keep it. No player is ever 100% healthy, but when we're limiting your time, that's when you're closest to your healthiest.
No player left
because
behind.
you're not going to deal with that extra wear and tear.
Yeah.
Especially catching.
So that was 2014 and 114 games. Mesoroco hit 25 dingers and batted 273.
Mhm.
Never really did much.
How many games?
After that, he's been hurt.
Yeah,
a lot of
114.
he had a lot of concussion stuff, and
After that,
I
the
think he had a
most
hip
games
thing.
he played was last year, where he played 84 games between Cincinnati and the Mets. And he had.
And we're going to ask him to play less this year.
Yeah,
Way less.
He knows it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I'll sit at the end of the bench for $4 million a year and play 20 games. Come on, man.
Yes,
How
sir.
can you be mad about that?
I will tie the player's shoes for $4 million a year. I'm just saying.
He's wearing Ike Davis's number. So he's going to
maybe
get
that's the problem.
inspired.
He's probably going to play first base. Part of the
He's gonna go
100
pitch.
plan.
He's gonna go pitch.
Yeah,
All right, well,
And if
Jem.
he has the smallest influence on Jacob deGrom, then he's worth every penny.
Every
That
penny.
is absolutely 100% true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Jem, you want to tell everybody where they can find you and your articles?
Yeah, man. Check me out on MetsJunkies.com. It's spelled just like it sounds, MetsJunkies.com.
Plural.
Thank you guys again. You guys have been cracking up this entire show before
Good, bro. We're glad you enjoyed it, man.
called in. So I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of it. You guys have a great show.
You too,
All right,
brother.
buddy.
Take care, Jeb.
Take care.
Jem, have a good one.
Bye, guys.
That was Jem from MetsJunkies.com. Check it out, folks.
Definitely check
Facebook.
him out. He's got great
I think,
articles.
is he on Instagram and YouTube? I mean, Instagram and Twitter also?
He's like us. He's everywhere.
Oh, okay. Just check him out.
I think
Social
he's on
media.
YSA.
Or you can just go all the way up into your search bar engine on your local favorite internet search engine and type Mets Junkies.
Excellent.
Somebody's daughter wants to hear their father speak more.
I talk enough. Trust me. When I have to talk, when I have to say something, I say.
Yes.
He does say a lot.
She's caught me at a lull, but I love you too, baby.
So you know what it's time for?
Oh, here it is.
But
think
don't
Joe-
you dare.
I think Joe went to sleep, so
Joe,
we're good.
Joe, listen.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts are coming. If you don't want to be spoiled, that should be the end of it for you.
Here it is. Here it is. Mia, go to sleep. You can't listen to this. Tell your mother to listen. got the weird face again. Lala Morgulis.
So let's set the mood. Why don't we? So let's talk. What is
Spit it out,
what
homie.
has you've watched a lot of damn episodes since last week.
I'm
Wow.
on season
A lot.
2, episode 3.
You are getting there. You are ready for the final season starting April 14th.
Wow, I can't wait. I don't know about you, man. You're gonna be right on time, bro. You stop it. You know you're losing your mind. You know you love it. Just say it.
I'm on episode 5, season 2.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, it's
You
episode 2.
lie.
Season
Like
5.
a rug.
Yeah,
You like it like a rug.
season 5, episode 2. So recently, what I just watched, Joe, I'll give you one last chance, buddy. I know you just said signed off. We love you.
We
Thanks
just
for
want to
watching.
make sure that you did.
But starting right now, spoiler.
Here we
alert.
go.
Here we go. We are official.
So,
A little hiccup there.
Jon
We are
Snow.
officially in the Game of Thrones.
Jon Snow's
portion
little
of the
hoe
show.
got killed.
John throws. what?
Oh no. Don't
I liked her a lot, man. She was a
Dude.
badass. She
John
was so-
Snow's who?
The wildling. The
you know
redhead
nothing,
girl.
Keith Lattice.
You know nothing.
She's dead. What do
Jon
you
Snow.
know nothing? She's dead. Oh, she's not dead?
No, she said that.
That's
You
what
know
she.
nothing,
That's her
Jon Snow.
tagline.
What?
You know
She
nothing.
said that.
Oh, yeah. She said I was on her way she died. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So,
You know he married her, right?
In real life.
In real life.
Hey, Tim's back.
Timmy.
So I
Tim,
watched.
we're talking Game of Thrones.
Oh, we were now that you're back, Tim. I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Wait, Tim hasn't watched?
Does he know?
What is
No, he
going
does.
on?
I'm just
Tim,
being-
if you
I'm just being a
watch
jerk.
Game of Thrones, if you didn't, spoiler alert, here we go.
If you want us to talk about Game of Thrones, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we're gonna do
Yeah,
wrestling.
we've been live
So-
for
I
2
wanna
hours.
do wrestling
So
now.
enthusiastic. We have 2 hours.
What the hell is going on in this show today? Oh my God. Are we going to get cut off when we hit the 2-hour mark?
Or on pause.
Bombas.
Ba-dum-bum.
So
We have plenty of time.
we've seen a lot. So I
Wow.
think, did I talk about Joffrey last episode?
You
Yes,
sure did.
you did.
Okay, so where we left
You
off
loved
last,
him, didn't
Joffrey
you?
was killed. I did. I love those little poses and every jerk behavior. So him dying was, to me, one of the best moments in history of television. I was so happy. I've never been so happy to see a character die.
It's great, right?
It was
The way
amazing.
he died too.
Hated him.
Oh my god.
But now
Tim's actually caught up, so he's ahead of you.
Jamie
buddy.
Lannister is now boning his sister again. They told his father.
He never
And
stopped.
then the imp, well, he did for a while because she wouldn't allow him because
Yeah.
she blamed him for getting captured and all that kind of stuff.
There's a
And
little
then
pause.
the imp. Wow. So
How great is that?
he got
scene?
blamed. He got blamed for killing
Plead
Joffrey.
guilty for being a dwarf.
And you know, there's a whole lot of background behind it. I'm not going to get too much into it, but
Okay, we're gonna do
high
voices
level,
now.
he went ahead and decided he wants to get a champion and duel to the
Hold
death.
on. You are not on trial for being a dwarf. Continue.
So his champion, there's a lot of background behind that too. I suggest you watch the show if you want to know all the background.
Mhm.
It's highly recommendable. It's really good stories all involved. But
Did you say recommendable?
the guy, yeah, I did. The guy, hangoutable. The guy, Tim's hangoutable.
He is.
You guys right now are not being hangoutable.
Why
So the guy that the
Why-
Lannisters
why are
chose
we
to be the
getting insulted?
champion, because I'm talking and being rude. So I won't talk about Game of Thrones.
You're being
You could-
Now, wait. Don't
You're being rude.
Yeah.
wait. Say your line to him when he does it to you. Don't let tell the line.
Well, that's for
My
me.
apologies.
I don't want the middle of my sentence to interrupt the beginning of yours.
That's very nice of you.
It was.
So let me apologize.
So go ahead, start your sentence and I'll stop.
Guess
So the Lannisters hired this giant, and the champion that decided to fight for the imp. Yeah, I'll kiss you if you keep doing that. The champion that
do it again. I dare you. Double dog dare
he knows
you.
I'll do it. He crushed with his bare hands like a freaking
with his thumbs.
Watermelon.
You know what I felt about that scene? It was like a wrestling scene. Like really, like he had him beat. And like he's pandering to the crowd.
Came back.
And
Well,
he like hulks up and grabs him and squashes his
he
head.
should have just killed him when he had the chance.
Yes.
And then he could have yelled all he wanted at the dead body.
Agreed.
Instead, he
it's like at the end of Hulk Hogan's career when he did the big boot and the guy's laying there and he's just like clapping his hands and he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing all around the ring. And then he goes off the ropes and drops a leg. That's what it was like. It was like
that. But because that guy was a badass. There was no way he would have lost if he didn't let his
racist
ego and anger get away. But anyway, so then the imp was charged with or sentenced to death because his champion lost. And then of course Jamie Lannister, as much as I can't stand the dude, he loves his brother. He looks out for him. And he got his brother, he set him up with the eunuch, which is what we call Farace. He helped him.
And he managed to have a kid. Good job, man.
He helped free him. Well, he's not really a eunuch. We just call him not to bother him.
It's the first time I've ever been called that to my face.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Oh, you guys say it to his face too. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow up the spot.
Praline, call him a eunuch tomorrow.
So, he smuggled him out the country. The imp's alive. All this other nonsense. Oh my God, there's just so much going on. I can't even. Lady Bree looks like she killed the hound, but the hound's coming back. Don't spoil it for me because I don't know that. Looks like she killed the hound, and the little girl Stark left him, and once she went to Bravos, and she got the guy, the shapeshifter guy, that whatever he is. Mm-hmm. It looks like he's going to start training her, so she's going to end up being a badass later in season 5 or 6, I'm sure. There's just so much going on in my mind.
What else has the imp done?
He's gotten drunk a whole lot.
He does.
He vomited, got drunk, stuck his poop out a little hole in the box, and made the eunuch clean it. He hasn't done a whole lot right now. I think they were actually going to visit Khaleesi, right? They're going to visit her, and the dragons are pissed at Khaleesi.
Keep talking.
No, I want spoil.
No, I don't know.
Why?
Yeah, he did it already.
Has he killed anybody?
See how he gets?
Has the imp killed anybody? Stop being a jerk. I was trying to be considerate.
I was trying to be considerate too.
To the guy?
I was conferring with my associate over here.
Your invisible friend, Gary.
Just because you don't seem to be invisible.
Has he killed anybody?
Gary, what's going on, Gary?
Has he killed anybody? Yes. So he also killed a couple of important people.
I dare you.
If I said he already escaped, then you should know he already killed two people.
Yeah. It was. I just want to make sure.
Yes.
It's very important to me that I don't spoil anything for you.
Embrace me. Embrace me.
I don't like the palm.
No, if you're gonna, why? If you're gonna do it, go full out. Wow. I might punch you in the dick next time. I mean, what? Yeah, he killed his. He killed his father.
Whoa.
He killed his father.
He killed his father.
This show's over.
Yeah, the show has gone off the track.
Wow.
Here.
Well, I mean, and then you're my son. You're my son. Then he goes, he shoots him. He goes, you're not my son.
On the toilet.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's the death he deserved. The guy's a jerk. And Shay too.
I don't think he's her son.
I thought about that when he was saying
I don't
that.
think so. I have a weird
There's
thought
a
about that.
possibility.
I think I'm hoping actually that he's part Targaryen somehow. Because remember
That might come out. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's heading to see Khaleesi now.
I gotta stop.
He's heading to see Khaleesi now with the eunuch with Farace.
So maybe they'll
Like,
is that why you shaved your head?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
damn, that's cold.
Yeah, it's really good. I
cannot wait until next week because you're really gonna get into the meat and potatoes.
He's gonna lose his mind.
Khaleesi's starting to lose control of her dragons a little bit. I don't know if that'll last, but she had to lock up the other two because they were killing children and just taking babies and eating them, because that's what they do. But she had to put the chains on her. Now the other dragon came back, and the other dragon's super pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of let her know, and then the two in the cave started like breathing fire at her. So does she still have control of the dragons? If she doesn't, does she still have control of the city?
They're her children.
The city's starting to revolt against her a little bit because a lot of those people are stuck in her old ways. There's a lot going on in that side, and I think that her she's a huge role player in the future of the Seven Kingdoms as far as what she can do to weigh the difference in the battle between.
She has 3 dragons, dude. I mean, that's it right there. She's a huge player.
Now you have also Thanos,
which the Matz had 3 dragons.
who was in Castle Black.
I wish.
So that's another part where I'm up to.
Stannis?
Stannis. Yeah, Thanos.
Baratheon.
He's in right. He's a Baratheon, right? So he's in Castle Black right now, trying to recruit Jon Snow. For whatever reason, Jon Snow is all about the wall, and they just fought off all these wildlings. And
Winter
Thanos is trying to get the wildlings to fight on his side to fight against the Theon's people. Whatever, where Theon is, the other Snow is captured. I forget, but he's trying to get them. So he needs troops. He went to the Iron Bank. I guess the Iron Bank did give him money. I guess, right? I don't think they really showed that because suddenly he just had.
I'm not gonna say a word to you
troops.
about anything that's gonna happen because you're really gonna enjoy it, bro. It's getting even better now.
But a lot of people are gonna die. I'm sure.
People always die.
Not in this show.
Oh, in Game of Thrones.
So that's where I'm at, folks. Season 5, episode 2. So much has gone on.
Oh my
Joffrey's dead. Thank everybody. The Imp's alive. Thank you, Lord. The Imp to me should just rule everything. I love him. He's the smartest dude out there. I hate to say it. He's the smartest one out of all of them.
There's a line that will make you rethink that.
We'll see.
Tim just said that he posted something on the page that we'll like, and I have a feeling that he's lying. So I did a little angry face towards him. If it is Geo, we broke the news during the show while you were watching The Walking Dead, and me mostly,
the royal we,
not too happy.
I haven't watched Walking Dead the last 2 episodes.
Oh,
I've been so turned off.
This episode was so good.
Okay, I'll watch it. I gotta watch
it.
Last week's and
this episode was better.
This was the best episode.
I've been getting so
this
turned
season.
off by them.
It felt like the old days.
The end. Well, this week there's a lot of flashback stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, this but
it's interesting.
It's really
stuff.
good. Yeah, it helps you understand this season. If we're talking Walking Dead, spoiler alert, it helps you understand this season.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta tell you,
Game of Thrones.
We got through everything.
We sure did. Only 2 hours.
2 hours and 8. We've always joked around that we can talk for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and we probably could.
Wait till the season starts.
We can. If we didn't have significant others and stuff, we would be here all night talking nonsense.
The Todd Frazier WWE Bobblehead, April 6th.
Ooh.
WWE Day at Citi Field. Purchase your
April what?
tickets at Mets.com's.
April 16th. I think Tim is hinting at us to a game that he would like us to sponsor.
Who does he? Who do we play?
Um,
Todd Frazier, WWE bobblehead doll day, and he will not be in the lineup. April 6th.
It's garbage. Who wants that? Come on. It's like having a Tom Glavine. What?
All right, I believe it is time to put a big old blue and orange ribbon on this bad boy.
Thank you for coming in, Kevin.
Playing Philadelphia.
Tim, do you not even know? Tim says, "What happened with Gio?"
Kevin, how did you get
Come
here?
on, Tim.
Gio is about to sign with the Skanks on a minor league deal in which he can earn $3 million if he makes the team.
Yeah.
If he makes the team, it becomes a 1 year, $3 million deal.
I joined.
I thought it said if he makes it with the team.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Makes it with the team? You know how Gio goes.
I don't know why. No, with the Skanks. Tim.
Gio. No matter what.
Skanks.
I like it.
I feel like he just wanted me to say that.
He did.
It hurt my heart.
He did. He's still a skanky at heart. Remember that.
Yeah, he is.
We love you, Tim.
But still, I do not believe that Gio is the future.
Well, he's not
The
the
Red
future.
Sox pitching will let them lead the way.
He's going to win 13 years with
Let's
the
go,
stupid
Red
Skanks.
Sox.
Bum, 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 bum.
The Red Sox will be first and Yankees with the wild card. Let Cleveland win Central. And the
Cleveland tried
Astros
to
take
trade
the
their players
West
away
of
this year.
Cleveland's
League.
done.
What about the
The shortstop is out, right? Lindor?
He's out for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to put a big old blue and orange ribbon on this bad boy, and we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next
Peace.
week is the 25th of March, and by that point, it will be just days before
Couple
opening
of days
days.
before the season. Oh, boy.
We might be in rare form next week, so forgive us in advance.
He means this.
We are excited, of course, as only Mets fans can be.
It also
coming up.
Yeah, no, Tim hasn't seen any sports updates. He's been watching The Walking Dead and Monday Night Raw. But
that's good.
Gio is real close. I'm not sure that they might have already signed him, but it looks to be a, like I said, minor league deal.
When is this?
If he makes the team, he gets a 1 year, $3 million deal, and this might be it here.
When's the next round of cuts?
It's got to be by the end
Should
of the
be
week,
this
right?
weekend.
Because when that happens, you might hear a whole lot of from me.
We didn't talk Tebow. No, he's not on
We
the team.
did not. We did not. He's in the minors now. We don't have to talk about him.
Screw you, Tebow.
See you, Tebow. Yeah, be careful. Be careful.
What's the lightning might strike?
Wait a minute. Before we sign off today, the Fuakata of the week.
Oh, my fuck. of the
Holy
week.
crap, you didn't do
Jesus.
it. You almost jinxed the whole damn season. What are you doing?
What's going on?
All right, take a moment to breathe.
Let him think about his Fuakata.
No, I know.
Oh,
my
you got
fuakata.
it?
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, it's like a group fuakata. So the thing is, I've been focused on my fuakatas and
Here
my
it comes, people.
my positive, negative energy. Positive for the Mets, negative for everybody else.
Excellent.
Towards everybody but the Nationals.
Mhm.
I grouped them into the National League East at one point, but I have not discussed the Nationals. And really, even further than that, I want to take. It's not going to be a large group fuakata. It's going to be a 2-man fuakata.
Go ahead.
It's
Dos
going to be
man.
Do it.
It's going to be Scherzer
Yes.
and that other pitcher they have. Their starting pitcher that pitched yesterday. I don't want to say his name.
You want me to say his name?
Yeah, you can say his name.
Strasburg?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a loser.
So fuakata.
We face
that guy.
Scherzer,
Don't say his name.
Strasburg.
I don't ever
and
like
Corbin.
saying his name
1, 2,
because
3.
he's attached
Fine.
to like this whole
Bring him
Harvey.
on.
We got a 3.
Bring him on.
He's attached to this whole Harvey
Here it
memory
comes.
thing.
This is going to kill him.
He's attached to this whole Harvey memory thing, and it pissed me off because the whole Harvey's better, and it turns out he wasn't. So it's kind of like a sour point for me, and I really can't stand them. And I think if Strasburg and Scherzer suck, it's over for the Nats.
Yeah.
I just want to say Scherzer, Fuakata, Strasburg, Fakata, but together.
Yeah.
Wow, he woke up the neighborhood on that one.
I probably actually his son's sleeping next to him. I probably woke him up.
The kid is holding onto the wall like a cat. Like, what happened?
He's gonna have nightmares.
He jumped off the bed.
Yes.
Poor kid.
Farace's whole family's gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with that Keith? Don't bring him to my house anymore.
Mrs. Farace's kicking your butt. She just got him to sleep.
Oh,
But
my God,
you know
that was
what?
good.
If my Fakata works, which I know it will, I would gladly accept that.
Yeah.
Kevin
As will I.
McGrath says his Wakata's gonna work.
And as will he.
Yay.
Yes. Kevin
He will.
Mack, the king of throwing people out of home plate.
That's right. 18 assists.
Yeah.
Led the league.
He's damn good.
Did I say that? I don't remember that. I just made it up.
Gilkey had more, like 23, 24.
Guilty.
Anyway, it was a
one good
one-hit
year.
wonder.
One
Yeah,
good
96. That was it. All right, now that we've done the Fuakata of the week, we can safely put a blue and orange ribbon on this bad boy, and we will see you guys next week. You guys feel free to call in, get ready, put this number in your cell phone, 718-577-1275. That is the number to call in. We've got a lot to talk about next week as we approach opening day. We'll get into some predictions. We'll get into some not only divisional predictions, but we'll also get into team predictions and player predictions. That'll be the majority of our discussion next week, as there's really nothing much left to talk about as of next Monday from a spring training
There will be a
perspective.
lot of anger next week towards everyone.
Everybody. So we apologize in advance.
Yeah.
That's the face we're all going to have next week inside. All right. So until next week, I'm Steve. Rodriguez to my right. Keith over to my left.
Good night,
And
y'all.
we will see you guys and talk to you guys next week.
Oh, I forgot. Cardinals suck, LaDonna.
Yeah. Agreed. Later.
Later.
Look at his face. Freeze that shot.